Kia ora. Tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome to our next run of D&Diablo, or I always wonder what this is called every time, and then I'm always right
shots.
when I say it. That's the one, +1 shot.
No, just one. 1 + 1 shot. Singular
Okay.
is 1 shot.
Plus-
You only get 1 shot. The
I get
opportunity
two.
comes once in a lifetime. You better.
You gotta.
Give me 2 shots, please. Anyway, speaking of 2 shots, so one of our good friend El Stefan will be a little bit late, so Hector shall be silent for the time being, brooding.
Finally.
After having some horrendous abuse hurled at him from none other than Artemis. As I'm sure
Yes.
some of you may or may not remember from last time. To summarize though, the fallen camp that you had pushed into has been wiped out. The Khazra have come in and cleaned up the rest before leaving to go on their way, much to the displeasure of Hector, which also led to a little bit of a confrontation between Hector and Artemis, if you could call it that. While that was going on, however, Natvari and Varaciel uncovered a little tidbit inside the fallen camp. Inside the mausoleum was a corpse buried in a desecrated sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus.
The body of the bishop who had sent you on your way to begin with. Knowing that is where we pick up. The air is still, the demons have left. There is a semblance of calm returning to this area. You can hear birds chirping as they start to sort of return and just poke their heads around, curious little creatures, seeing what had happened. A fire has been powerfully put out by oh my god, I just realised that it says not Vari next to your name. Next by Natvari.
Because that's the old icon.
Yeah. That's fine. Nature is healing.
Or at least isn't on fire.
I'll take that. So,
did we tell
Artemis.
everybody? Did we tell everybody that we found the body? I think we did.
Yeah, we were discussing what to do with the information because I think
That's
Hector wanted to just like burn the corpse and get it over with, and everyone else was like, "Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute."
Let me put some loot in it.
Hector is very helpfully going to just move in there to deal with corpsey things and close the door behind him. Or to say some prayers, as I'm sure he would. Leaving you four outside. I want to start with you, Artemis. What's Artemis up to after all this? After being knocked unconscious? Or rendered unconscious?
Not much. I mean, didn't he have a bunch of alcohol poured into his mouth?
Yeah.
By-
so.
Some of them to try to wake
Or
him
like
up.
autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
he's awake, but how's he feeling?
He's got a headache. He's tired, groggy, annoyed. So he does what he does best and starts drinking
Brilliant.
and looting the bodies.
All right. Most of the demons don't have anything of real
That's
value
okay.
on them.
He's
They're
just like,
looking around. Yeah.
yeah, he's trying to see if they got anything secretive.
Which leaves the other three of you. I'm gonna go to the two tiefling sisters. What are you up to?
Sort of like poking through my pack, looking at the stuff that I secretly found, and tucking it away. Well, that didn't go too bad, huh?
I'd say that went pretty well, to be honest.
What do you guys think? We found that guy who was kind of an ass. He was an asshole. He was very much an asshole. We found out that he's probably some kind of evil asshole, and we get to probably maybe go kill him or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. I didn't like him very much.
No.
Part of it's kind of like scoots on over. to the ladies and goes, "Who?"
I think you were really
Man.
drunk at the time. You don't remember.
No, he was busy breaking the law. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was it Hector?
No, it
No.
Is that who we don't like? Is that why he's gone?
No.
No, remember the man with the white clothes and the tall hat who you asked if he had whores?
God?
He worked in God's house. That man, you asked if he had holy whores. He's actually a bad guy. We found his body in the mausoleum.
So this is probably an imposter back in town, you know.
So he does have whores then.
He could. Who knows? It's a possibility.
Well, let's get to town. He just kind of starts marching off.
Hector has to finish the stuff.
Forget him.
Maybe you should help him, and then 3 of us will go.
Like
Do you wanna
me?
do that?
Are you
Yeah.
talking to him? Like
Yeah.
he should help Hector?
You go help Hector. The 3 of us will go back to town. It will be fine. When they go back to town, aren't they going to be mad at him because he, like, you know, broke that guy out, like the goat man?
Oh yeah, they're going to kill him on this side. You know what I mean?
No.
I think
No.
they
Okay.
are.
No.
Maybe
No.
yeah.
No.
Why?
No. Because I'll shoot him. That's why.
Okay, if you shoot them, I'm going to kill you.
To be fair,
Then I'll shoot you.
no.
Okay.
Stop
Not
for
if
a
you're
minute.
dead.
Stop, please. To be fair, it's clear that they were evil. So technically, he was in the right. I know it sounds
No.
weird. It sounds very weird. I know for me to say it.
Okay, I mean, you know,
he is the
are you-
guest looking at his son. I just
that's
want to.
not
He's
going
like,
to change. That's not going to change us going back into town and them misinterpreting his rightful helping of the goat man as, oh, he's such a bad guy. He totally helped the bad thing out because they think that what the guy with the hat told them is true.
No, that you're correct. I don't argue that fact. I'm just saying that maybe we don't need to kill anyone except for him. We make
Okay,
it.
see-
we
Which
continue
him?
to-
There's a lot of hymns in this. Are we killing your father?
the fake pope, the fake holy man.
Okay, but if your father walks up to the gate and starts shooting people, then you know we are going to start having to kill lots of people.
So I'm saying we don't just walk up to the gate.
What do we do?
We use subterfuge. We sneak a little bit, just a little bit.
How do you
Okay,
little
but-
sneak?
We only really need to sneak enough to get inside and kill him. Because I imagine once the illusion is broken, it'll be a demon again.
Okay, so this plan, you know, it is a good plan. However, I do have one thing that I think maybe we should discuss, and that is that your father is not sneaky.
Out of all of us, I am the most aware of this.
I saved that goat. I snuck him out.
You did not
Myself.
sneak, you killed 2 men. You killed 2 men. That is not sneaky.
Even if they
It
were
seems
happy
like
that
no
you let
one
the
knew
goat
it
man
was me.
out, yes, they know. They saw with their eyes.
No.
We saw, and we
No.
weren't even
That's-
over there.
Just no. But all
Just
all
because
else
you're
look alike
always
to
drunk
them?
doesn't mean that everyone else is always drunk.
Well, maybe they should be.
I'd have no argument for that.
Okay, you know. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Anyway, we have used some of our resources. You know, my sister has been casting spells. You know, the old man, I have punched him so hard he has fallen asleep. Maybe we should take a little rest.
What?
Get...
Is you?
No. I was speaking metaphorically. It was actually one of the demons. It's the big one over there, and she points to the pile of horses where one of the bigger demons is.
That's why they're dead, because they killed him before they got me.
Yeah, but you know, he did get you, so maybe you should take like a sleep. You know, maybe a little rest.
Nah, I'm good.
No, you take a rest.
Nah, I'm soldiering on. My goat people would want me to.
So, like, maybe
Your
just
gut
a
people-
short rest? Just a little short rest, maybe? Or are we talking like a full-on nap? Because I like naps.
Well, I mean, you need to get your spells back, don't you? You've used a lot of your energy.
Yes.
A nap would probably behoove us all, so we can
Haha, Goatman.
make. Yes, Goatman have words. So it's unintentional, but I am usually unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah, see? Okay, now see, old man, a nap would behoove us like the goatmen want.
I want the goat man. Where did they go?
They left.
They-
They left to be away, to be free of everyone.
They,
Remember?
they said that they were saying the goodbye to you and told you to stay with your son.
They don't.
What?
I miss the goat man. I miss him. I want to go back to the goat man.
Okay, but they are not in the town.
But why?
They thought it was cool. They
They
respected me.
didn't.
I don't know.
They
about
didn't.
That. No.
I was their champion.
You weren't.
I was.
You really weren't.
This is so hard. All right, a short rest to behoove us.
Okay, so a short 8-hour rest, and then we will go back to the town to
when
find
I
the
said
goatman.
like an hour.
Hey, why don't we have some drinks? Like a lot of drinks.
Okay, all right, 8 hours.
Yes,
it
let's
is.
have so many drinks and go to
So
sleep.
many.
For 8 hours.
You got to be, nice and refreshed for when you go to the town to, I don't know, kill more people that don't really deserve it.
And they were mean to the goats. They deserved it.
Eh.
It's the guy who is not really the guy, but he's actually the dead guy. That sentence doesn't make sense. It's the guy who looks like the guy who is dead here. He's the guy who is bad.
No.
I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm just shooting
Drunk,
anything that
yes.
moves.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. That too.
Hey. Uh-huh.
The the Foundry screen is not streaming on.
Oh,
on the
sure
screen.
isn't. I will turn it on right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Lisa's got it.
I have to tell it to find it every time. It's very not helpful. Is that it? There it is. I found it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, all right. There it is. Apologies.
Right. So you're all agreeing to have a rest here.
Take a little
Yeah.
sleep. Little sip, a sip. Should we stay here or maybe go someplace that doesn't smell so terrible?
I mean, this nice camp right here. This building, is safe to sleep inside of.
There's a
I
dead
think
guy in
fire-
there.
I think the fire really took care of all the stink, don't you think?
Fire's great. It doesn't help that much. If you burn stinky things, it's still just stinky.
It doesn't smell like dead horse. Now it smells like burning dead horse.
Yes.
So you've never slept next to a dead horse before.
Why would they want to do that?
It was a joke.
Oh, I thought you said you were funny.
I said sometimes and accidentally funny.
Oh,
It's okay.
Unintentionally funny.
It's okay, sister. These rural types that they think they're smarter than you. Don't worry about it.
I don't think he's royal.
No, rural. He
Rural. Okay.
is of the salt of the earth.
So can we sleep maybe maybe a little bit away from here? I don't have a tent though. Do you have a tent? Do we need a
Oh,
tent?
Okay, why don't we go into the big stone building and sleep in there?
Can you put the box lid back over top of the dead man then?
It doesn't matter. He's a skeleton or something. I don't know.
No, he's not that. No, he's still skin on his face. That's how we knew it was him. That room I went in, the room on the top of the map, the northward room, is very smelly in there because it's full of the people who were here before. They're stinky and they shit on the floor and stuff.
Okay, look. You pick the spot to sleep, and I will sleep there.
I think we should go away from here.
Okay, we will go away from here.
Okay.
Okay.
Get
Okay.
Hector. Hector! Hector!
Hector stomps out silently.
Justice.
Just sort of stares at you like.
It's time to
"Speak."
go. It's time to go. We're going to go away from this smelly place and have a sleep time, okay?
All right. Hector just silently nods and goes along with you. I was trying to think of something that Hector might say. Like,
I really want you to try the Hector voice.
High heavens demand we sleep now.
Yes. Yes. Alright, that'll do. That'll do.
There is no
Let's
time to
depart.
rest while justice requires doing.
Let us depart this demon-infested hole.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
My boyfriend says when he leaves.
Oh my god.
Let us depart this demon
Alright.
infested hole.
And so we leave.
Wait, there's the. There, I found the goats. They're outside the map. I have returned to my feet. Oh, they're so-
Take me with you.
You get to go back over there.
Goats back.
It's all he wants, Anton. Why'd you take his goats away?
All right.
He's the king of the goats.
So you're heading out a little bit away from this particular bloodied land.
Yeah, but not all the way back to town because it's bad there.
Yeah, just finding someone to sleep. Let's leave it on this sort of landing page for now.
So.
Can I get a survival check from everyone?
My person isn't on this page, so it's harder to do a survival check.
Well,
Survival. Did it do it? Yes, it did it. Hey, that's not too bad.
I love when I've got a good bonus and a shitty roll.
Cool, just waiting on.
How do I roll survival? This is my
Pull up
first
your
day
character
in
sheet
D&D.
and look at the long list of skills. It's at the bottom.
Oh, there it is. You have such a big brain.
9.
Cool. So between all of you, you find a like not really an alcove, it's not the right word, but like a small clearing. You spy it about
A thicket.
50 meters off. Yeah, about 50 meters off the road. So you have to, you got to push through the wilderness a little bit to get there, but it's nice and isolated. There's a large like boulder that's sort of in the center of this this clearing, and the trees haven't really sort of gotten too close to it, so there's some room where the grass and bushes are quite sparse. A nice spot for you to set up some tents or make a little campsite here. Have a wee bit of rest.
I don't think anyone really has a tent, so Malkiesel's make like a temporary fire pit, pretty much.
I'm
Alright.
going to climb on top of the rock.
So one making a fire pit, one on top of the rock. What are the other two you're doing?
I climb on the rock with my sister.
When he finishes making the fire pit, I make the fire.
Very good.
Thank you for
Artemis
your
is just-
excellent service. Bam!
He's just staring at the woods behind them. Just staring the whole time. Drinking and staring.
What are you doing?
And he's just silent as he's staring. I'm so drunk that it wouldn't make sense.
Does he always do this?
No, sometimes he talks, unfortunately.
Alright, this is okay. This is better, I guess. Hey, what are we going to eat? Do we have food? I have a little
You
food.
have you have rations on you. I'm just going through and deducting 1 unit of rations from everyone's inventory.
Oh my
I'm
god,
assuming you'll
God.
get food.
Don't just take my food, God.
I'm taking
Oh,
your
God's
food.
the guy who has all the horse, remember?
Holy whores.
Holy Lord.
Time to have a granola bar.
So, with the camp, are you doing anything in particularly fancy? Are you setting up tents? Are you just having the fire pit and that's that? What is your paint to me what you are planning to do for this night of
So-
rest?
Artemis is gonna volunteer for first watch of the night.
Why? Why?
Not much else to do right now.
Okay.
Just let him have it, okay? Because, you know, once he starts drinking, he's going to fall asleep, and you're not going to be able to get him up for the second watch.
Pretty
I
much.
guess you're right. That's probably true. Okay, I definitely have a bedroll, so like I'll lay that out kind of near the fire. Don't have a tent, but that's fine. And then I'm
Yeah,
gonna climb back up on the rock. Do a little perching.
Yeah. Raciel is also gonna set up her bedroll. I have 4 javelins, however. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna make like a little, just like a little like palisade around the campsite.
What does that do?
Basically, just like, you know, like a little wall of like she plants her javelins in the ground facing slightly outward. So if anyone tries to run into the camp at night, they have a chance of running into the javelin.
All right. Okay.
I also have stakes, so I do the same with the stakes.
We'll just trip up things.
Yeah, just basically like little defenses. Like, you know, she just jams them in the ground facing outwards, so if anyone tries to approach, they have a chance of stepping on something sharp or walking into something sharp.
Be careful you don't step on the sharp things with your regular people eyes.
Or do it is not really much of a problem to me, you know, just whatever.
That's very nice. As she like, but what it is pretty funny.
Indeed it is. I mean, look, okay, you know, the old man, I don't really care what happens to him. Malkia is smarter than that, and Hector has all of the armor, so, you know, it's fine.
Maybe if he steps on the thing, then we will see what his foot looks like. See if he's a weird monster, since he won't take his hat off.
I think he has 6 toes.
Why 6 toes?
This is a weird monster.
Okay, he's a 6-toed monster.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down in my totally out of character book. Hector is a 6-toed monster.
I just realized I could have written that for the the Zakarum bishop is looking mighty sus. Fuck, why didn't I write that? Oh, that's just
Oh my
TC.
god.
Hell damn. Everybody is somebody else now.
Discord? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I returned. Sorry.
Right?
Welcome back.
Cool.
Okay.
So unless anyone has anything else to say or add to what's happening, the defenses are put up. Got some basic bits and pieces to sleep on. You're ready to have some rest.
Should we talk about
Artemis-
what we're going to do tomorrow? Like how are we going to go to town? What are we going to tell them?
We will talk about it tomorrow, you know, we'll get some sleep and we'll think on it when we're nice and fresh, and also I really don't want to think about that right now. It's like, you know,
Okay.
we sneak into the town and we kill the man, and if he turns into a monster, great, and if he doesn't, then, you know, whatever, we didn't like him very much anyway.
Okay.
Alright. So with that, is everyone just gonna go to sleep?
Yes.
Yep, Veracia will take a second watch,
Cool.
Malkis will take third watch then.
and we will leave Natvari to rest so she can get her spells back.
It's for my beauty and rest and sleep and spell sleep, okay? Yes, thank you.
So are you intending just to get up for that, or is Artemis going to be like waking you up, or what's the plan?
I'm sure Artemis will be waking us, or waking Veraciel at the very least.
Cool. Okay, sounds good. So with that, Artemis takes first watch. We'll go to sleep.
Roll to see if you stay awake.
Ro and Castus, can I get you both to make me? I actually need to decide what type of check I want. Can you both give me a perception check?
Are you fucking kidding me, game?
Blind.
Literally on 14 is like,
So, Ro, Verasi.
Aye.
How familiar is Vrasi with sleeping outside? Has she done this a fair bit, you think?
Yeah, fair bit. Like, she knows has to travel around looking for, like, the truth of their origin and stuff.
Yeah, all that good
Aren't
stuff.
always welcome in town. Sometimes they have to rough it. Sometimes they have to camp out.
How familiar is she with, like, the passing of the stars and the moon and all those sorts of things? You think she'd be familiar with, like, telling what the time of night is by just looking up at the sky?
Not too familiar.
Okay. Well, some hours pass, and you wake up. It's peaceful. There's no clouds. Birds are all asleep apart from the odd distant sort of owls hooting at one another. More to the point, you weren't woken up. And
Oh, good.
looking around, Artemis is nowhere to be seen.
All right, Veraciel is gonna get up and stand with her hands on her hips.
Look at your happy face.
I'm sorry.
She's, she for a second she just like she assumes that maybe like maybe she woke up a little early and Artemis has just gone off for a piss or something, and just waits 5 minutes to see what happens. I'm assuming he doesn't come back.
No, he does not come back.
Okay. Veraciel is going to go over to Malky and she's gonna nudge him with her foot. Like, she's not gentle, but she's not kicking him. You know what I mean?
So as you go over to Marquis, you notice that, like, just Marquis sleeping peaceful as a babe, and on his forehead there is a piece of paper that's just been, like, placed there. It's
Okay.
sitting by him.
Veraciel is going to bend down and pick that up.
Cool. On it, on one of the sides of paper, written in messy handwriting, is the word goat in all lowercase.
Okay. And on the other side?
There is nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so she's going to nudge him with her foot, again. Like I said, not gently, but not kicking him.
Yep.
Oh, you said Tomore.
Your father has has turned senile and left.
Oh,
Okay. Your father is meant to be on the watch. He is not on the watch, and he left you this letter. It's
It's a letter.
exquisite penmanship, and she hands him the piece of parchment.
the goat note.
squints
Let him
in the
4
low,
letters.
squints in the low light, but he does have dark vision, so he's like, goat. So, I assume it's your watch. I'm going to go look for him.
Fine. I'm going to be here because someone has to look after Natfari, but don't go far and yell if there is trouble.
I won't look for him for longer than 20 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, if you are longer than 20 minutes, I'm going to come running and, kill whatever is giving you trouble because, I am pretty much indestructible and you're not.
I appreciate that, but if I'm not back in 20 minutes and you haven't heard a shriek of terror and agony, then assume I'm taking a piss and taking the long way back.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I will be here.
Oh, sorry. Give me an investigation roll, Cassis.
It's got it's expertise. I was like, it's got to double check. What's that mean?
Sweet. So, you are well aware that in his prime, Artemis was quite the sneaky motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Ranger General.
Time and circumstance has unfortunately withered the poor man down quite substantially. But he still has skills and is able to hide his tracks. And to many, his tracks would be completely invisible. But not to you. You have managed to spot a general idea as to where he's heading. But it looks like he left a good few hours ago. So if you were to start following him, he is long gone. And there's no guarantee that these tracks are going to continue to be legible.
Malkis will, I assume it doesn't take him 20 minutes to figure that out. He'll walk the tracks for a little bit just to make sure there's no blood or anything. Like he didn't like decide he was going to sneak off and then get hit in the head somewhere.
Nah,
And
there's
then-
like some urine around, but that's about it.
Yeah. So he'll walk back to camp, and without saying anything, he'll just toss the note in the smoldering pile of the fireplace, and of the campfire. He'll walk back over to where he had been bed down. He's like, "I'll be good for watch when you're ready," and just kind of flops down in the dirt.
heart,
Oh,
son.
Okay, I'm sorry about your father.
So am I.
Ah!
You did this. You did this.
It's okay. It's okay. He probably just went to find the town.
And he looks at it in real life.
It's okay. He probably just went to find a town where they don't want to kill him, where he can drink.
No, I think he's going for this for now. So maybe you'll find him one day, but for now he doesn't want to be found, which is fine.
Okay. And I will take my watch and wake Malky when the time comes. I do need to be right back very quick. I'll just be 5 minutes.
sure.
Stop it, you smile at me right now, you bastard. Oh boy.
I am
Oh
an
my
actual
God.
Billy.
Oh my god, just stop!
You brought this on yourself.
The goat people did it. There's...
Do not blame. do not
Arden's
blame.
experienced goat love, and he can't go back now.
Don't you want a new mother, son?
No, I have a brother who's still alive.
Oh, she can die to my goat wife.
Fucking awful.
What?
She has the best cheese.
Stop talking.
That wine is gonna go fucking everywhere.
Oh,
There you go. That's what we can name this. She could die to my goat wife.
I've written down a couple things, including goat note and behoove. So
Behooved.
we'll get some good puns out of here somewhere.
Rest in peace.
Rest in cheese.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So, the night will continue and morning will come. It's once again with. Sorry.
Sorry, real quick. During Malki's shift, he actually checks his bag real quick and pulls out the set of armor he found way back in Deckard Cain's house when everyone else was sleeping,
Yeah.
and he'll try it on. He'll make sure all the straps are in place and everything, and that it fits correctly, and take that time to attune to it.
That's all good. I will swap your armor around. So,
And once it attunes to him, he'll make it look just like the old set.
perfect.
So it just looks like
Sneaky.
like a set of light leather instead of
there
a half plate.
Yeah, your AC has gone up to 17 now. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Protect me, I am Squish Mage.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, the sun rises. You can hear the birds chirping and hopping around. There's a sort of, that like a very like that damp smell and the sort of wafting in around the forest.
Yeah,
Life
wet,
has
wet
well
wood,
and
wet
true-
grass.
Yeah. Life has well and truly returned to this area. With the demonic sort of presence vanquished, it has not taken long for nature to truly start to show itself once more.
Boy, nature, you sure are like an elastic band. Do we have elastic? I don't know.
It's a invention native to Chaldeum, the land that you and your sister awoke in. So there you go.
There you go.
There was an elastic merchant that was peddling it as the new hot rage for fashion trends. weren't sure it was going to take off, but maybe when you return there at some point.
Fuck
No.
laces. Check out this elastic.
Say not even like an article of clothing, just a string of a band of elastic. Wear a bunch of these. They're the hot new shit.
Yeah, it's like with those Velcro shoes. You like have elastic shoes.
So what you're saying is everybody's wearing silly bands just all over their body.
In Chaldean, yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh man. It's Cherry's morning. Oh, I'm yawning for real. It's a real yawn.
You look up Natvari and see that Artemis is gone.
Oh, did we lose the old man?
Right in front of his son.
Yes, he disappeared in the middle of the night. He didn't even have the courtesy to wake your sister up.
That's rude.
Incredibly.
Oh, are you sad? Is that sadness in your voice?
No, it's fine, really. I expected it at some point or another.
Is this a common thing?
Mm,
I don't know how to answer
Usually-
you.
usually I can find him. He doesn't want to be found this time.
How do you know?
Well, usually he just kind of stumbles around and it's easy to find where he's been.
Oh, so he was sneaky. I didn't think
Yes.
that drunk people could be sneaky.
He wasn't always drunk.
He was yesterday.
No, I meant early in his life.
I mean, nobody's drunk when they're born. That's not a thing that happens.
You are correct. And he'll just get up and walk away from the fire.
Little did she know Artemis was drunk when he was born.
Oh, if you'd alcohol, send your little no.
Oh. He's
Hey,
gonna shrugs and takes a moment to check out the fire. It's a pretty good fire. It's like, oh, he didn't even make that with magic. You still have a good one. It's not too bad. Good job.
Didn't you make it with fire though?
Yeah,
Or didn't you make it with magic?
Probably went out during the night, right? Fires don't just stay.
I mean, the
unless
person on
people
watch
during
probably
watch,
would've-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. This is my fire. Never mind. I did a good job. It's me. She doesn't really know shit about making breakfast, but she's gonna totally sit there and poke at the fire and like look at the food supply that she has and be like, can I do anything to look like I am helpful? And just eventually decide, no, that would be a waste. So just kind of
Fuck being helpful.
I mean, there's being helpful, and then there's just being a shit show. So let's not be helpful, but also not fuck up all of the shit. That's what her decision was.
I'm back. What did I miss?
We woke up. We decided that people aren't born drunk, and Natvari decided that she doesn't know how to make breakfast, so she's not gonna fuck shit up. Also, Malky wandered away. That's it.
Okay.
He's not super far. He just pretty much like went around the rock, like walked around behind the rock
He's like, I have to get away from you.
a little bit.
Good morning, sister. How did you sleep?
Good morning.
It's
I slept-
Hector.
A new player has arrived.
What a perfect time for you to show up. We've just woken up. We had a long rest. You don't have to whisper. It's okay.
But you're sleeping.
No, we just
Oh,
woke
well, you
up.
woke up.
Good morning.
You need to
Excellent.
fix the cameras as well.
I'm fixing them.
unfortunately. Yeah, there you go.
I'm in the middle of it. Don't worry. Keep talking.
So
It's
who
fine.
wants to tell Hector the exciting news out of character?
Artemis is
Oh, oh,
gone.
Just
I was-
tell him in character. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah. Probably better.
All right, actually, we'll go to Hector. It's Hector's. Hector, you've woken up. The after leaving the mausoleum, after the body was blessed and set to rest within it, and after realizing the death of the demons has returned nature to the forest, and birds and wildlife are starting to actually wander around and explore once again. you opted to get a bit further away, go to sleep, and tackle the problem of the corrupt bishop in the morning. And the morning is now.
The morning's
You are
now.
awakening. The breakfast is sort of being maybe prepared, not really
It's
very well.
not.
Oh, nope.
The fire is low embers.
No, the
Some-
fire's good. Fire is alive.
All right. Well, fucking point is, you wake up and it's all dandy. Everything is quiet and peaceful. Too quiet and peaceful, in fact.
All right, so we are in the woods, sort of outside of that encampment
Yeah.
that we just killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I needed to get away from it because it was stinky.
Understandable.
Hmm.
And then our trajectory is to head back to the town and deal with the priest.
Yes.
That's the one.
Okay.
So, good morning. Hello. How did you sleep?
Too long. We have no time to waste.
We don't have a plan yet. We need a plan.
What plan do we need? We shall break down the front gates of the town, walk up to the church, and deliver justice to its people.
We don't need to break the gates if we just walk up and say, hello, we think that your priest is an imposter because we found his
We
dead
shall
body.
kick them down,
Why, though? Why, though?
so that the people of town know that justice has come.
Okay, but the people of town might think that justice is coming for them, and they might have to come at you with the spears and the pitchforks and the torches, and then then you have to start killing people. But you don't
Yeah.
really need to kill.
They're innocent people. They just don't know any better because that one pastor guy is there telling them lies. It's not their fault.
If their hearts are pure, then ours shall resonate with theirs, and they will know our purpose.
Okay, but
I
do we
heard-
really need to kick down the gates for that?
No, we don't need to do that. Just walk in.
Then I
Like,
shall
hello.
push open the gates.
That's fine. Do that.
Okay, that is a good compromise.
Yes. Okay, but also I heard on Tuesdays, this is the Tuesday. Hearts don't resonate, so like maybe we should explain with our words also.
Maybe we should skip explaining to people and just go see the guy and then kill him.
Oh yeah, we could just lie to the guy and go back and be like, "Hello, we need to see you."
Yeah, we just go ahead. Don't even lie. We just go to the gate and we're like, "Hey, we killed the goblins or whatever these little the imps, the scamps. I don't
The
know, the
fallen,
little demons."
the fallen,
The
We
fallen.
did the
Yeah,
fallen.
we go there and we say, "Hey, we killed the fallen. Please let us speak
Also-
to the pastor." And then we kill
We
him.
could tell them. The old man is gone. Oh, we couldn't find the old man, but we took care of these demons for you, and here we are. We're back. We need to talk to you about things.
Okay, yeah, no, see, this is okay, yeah, and then Hector can push the gate open and also the doors.
Yes, all of the doors. Thank you.
Okay, is this a good plan, Hector? Do you like this plan?
A sound plan.
Okay, that is good.
Good enough. Marquise, did you hear the plan?
It's hard not to.
Okay. I ate some breakfast. I thought about making breakfast, but we don't have like eggs or bacon or anything. All I have is like hardtack and granola. You can't cook that, so eat up, everybody. I'm going to go. I don't know. I'm going to go for a walk and see if I see anything strange. In the next 10 minutes away from where we are now. Okay.
Do you want me to come with you?
Did you have your breakfast?
Yeah, I've got the ration.
Okay, if you can eat it on the way, you can come with me if you want to.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I'm going to go with her.
Okay. So we go and like scout ahead a little bit just to see if anything suspicious is going on because Mr. Imposter Man probably knows that we murdered his replacement body.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Give me one moment.
Okay. La 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 la. I don't know
Cool.
why this first song popped into my head. What you say?
All right, so to reiterate, Natvari and Varasiel are both scouting ahead to the town. Right, is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. Brilliant. That means we're going to do this.
How far away is the town from where we camped out?
Not particularly far.
Okay.
Close enough.
She was only gonna go like maybe 10 minutes away from where they are now, so if it's that far-ish away, then would probably go not quite to the town and be all like sneaky and stuff.
I'm going to say for simplicity's sake that you can get close enough to the town to sort of like get a look over its like decrepit old walls to sort of see what the like feel of the town is.
Mhm.
From where you're standing, from the forest, it's quiet. It's incredibly quiet. There's no people moving around. Everything's locked down. It looks like the place is abandoned.
Did it looked that shitty when we got there the first time, right?
It always looks like a shithole, but at least there were like peasantry was milling about, going from place to place. There were guards standing at the gates. None of that. No one is
Oh.
around.
How early is it? Is it very strange that there's no one around?
It's probably about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
So it's a little
In the
strange that
morning?
there are no guards.
It's a little strange that there are no guards, yes.
But Raziel, I think maybe the guy that we made his imposter thing go away, maybe he ate everybody. Where did the guards go?
I don't
Doubtful.
know, but
Their blackened hearts were made
not with
privy to our
us.
return.
You're
Oh,
not
okay.
with us.
He calls back from the camp.
Sure,
No,
yeah.
never
yeah.
mind. My bad. I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
That's fine. I wish you were with us so you could have said that.
yeah, no, I am.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. What were you asking?
I was just gonna say, just to twist the knife a little bit more. When everyone left, or while Hector is at the camp and the sisters went, Artemis takes one of his arrows and snaps the head off, and just kind of takes one of his pitons and carves into the head. Just writes Papa on it, and leaves it next to the rock.
Artemis does that?
Bucky
No,
does that.
Malkis does it.
Oh, I think he said Artemis, and I was like,
He
No,
did.
I said I'm twisting the knife. Oh, did I say Artemis?
Yeah.
Remember my.
I'm metagaming.
Yeah.
He said, "Son, my father was mean to me." So therefore,
Hold on. How did he die?
he did.
He
He
just disappeared in
vanished.
the middle of the night.
He
He's ran
with
away.
just a note that said "goats" on it.
He went to go hang out with the goats.
Yeah,
We
he's
assume.
with the goats.
So yeah.
He's gonna come back with a goat stepmom for me.
Go, mommy.
Go, mommy milk.
No.
Yep.
Son, your mother
there be-
makes
can there be-
cheese.
Can there be a jail for this channel?
So, yes, what do you think happened to the guards? I don't think we should go any closer. I think we should go back. And actually, maybe Hector should break down the gate.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that Hector should break down the gate. Wow, I can't believe he gets what he wants after all.
That's really strange. And also,
like
apart from
that.
the course, can you believe that bullshit that always happens for other people who aren't awesome like us?
No, look, it really does. But look, let's go get Hector, and he'll kick in the gate, and then we'll go get Malkis, and he can be sad in the town, and then we'll see what we're doing from there.
Okay. So we come back and we tell them. Everybody looks like they are gone. It looks kind of abandoned. We didn't get very close, but there are no guards out, and there should really be guards out. So we were thinking maybe if you wanted, you could break down the gate. We're back to the
Yeah.
thing
Okay.
now.
Then what you are saying is that my plan was correct all along.
Yes, absolutely, it was.
Then I will adhere to your command on one condition.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you could kick down the gate.
Admit that my gods were correct and my clairvoyance is never wrong.
No, she just turns around and walks away.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, I can kick down. You know, I have my own very good pair of gate kickers right here. So you know, if you want to kick the gate, you're going to have to beat me to it.
We were just trying to be dice.
He starts running.
I imagine it just sounds like a storm in a hardware
Clang,
store.
clang, 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 clang.
Malkis will get up and kind of brush himself off and follow after everybody.
He's like, my dad's gone, but this is still a shit show.
That's
Cool.
how it
As
moves
he
sometimes.
passes, she's gonna be like, you know, if we want to be like sneaking up, then maybe you shouldn't be running in your loud ass armor.
You know he doesn't sneak.
My plan included no sneaking.
Okay.
You know what
It
the
was worth
hilarious
the
part
try.
is technically Malkis is faster than everybody. So like as Hector's like stomp running, he just eventually like gets
Hold
up alongside
on.
of him.
Hold the fuck on. I just took haste.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, my
Alright,
character's
very good.
base speed is faster than yours now. She moves at 40 round, 40 feet per round.
Oh, fuck, son.
So she's gonna turn
Yeah.
around. So, hey, do you actually want to beat him, like for funsies?
Oh no, you know he can have it. I just, you know, like,
Oh, you're too nice.
well, you know, you just sometimes you look. Okay, listen, sister. Sometimes you know, with men, you have to give them a little bit. You know, you got to give them an inch, and then you take the mile.
He just said that we had to admit that his gods were right. I don't know why you're being so nice.
Yeah, and then we didn't admit that his gods are right, and he's going to do what we want anyway.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, see, you know, you got to use your wiles.
So we make it back to town, I guess.
You do.
Significantly behind Hector? Did he run the whole, like, 10 minutes?
Running is in a very
Generous.
loose sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
As one might run in full plate armor.
Well, I'm going to say that Hector arrives first.
By the will of his god.
Obviously.
By the will of your god. You get there, and the gates into the town are they're closed, but there's no one manning them. So, what are you going to do about that?
Kick down the fucking door. That's what I already said.
All right, give us an athletics check.
Give us a door kicker.
I want to see how explosive this door kick is.
Oh!
Oh,
All right, you tell me how explosive this door kick is. What do you want this to look like?
So this town, right? It's somewhat dilapidated. It's not
That's
very
a
nice
generous
looking.
way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he walks up, and with all the strength of the heavens, he kicks the door, like King Leonidas kicks the messenger into the well.
All right.
And instead of busting open, his leg just goes through the fucking door.
Cool. We're
Ma-
gonna
me-
pause there. We're gonna pause
Malkis
right there.
was pretty close behind him, so he just watched him and he's just like,
We're gonna pause there for a moment. Bash.
yes. That is my name.
That is your name. So,
That's not my name.
hang on, I need to bring up your. Claude Dubois.
Dubois.
Dubois. Dubois.
Dubois.
That voice.
Claude
Dubois.
Dubois. Claude Dubois has been roaming around Stoney Downs for a few
Also-
weeks now. Sorry.
Dr. Claude Dubois.
Dr. Claude.
Dr.
Fucking
Claude.
Dr. Dubois!
Dr. Claude here has
Dr.
been
Clark.
Dr. Quinn.
scoping out Stoney Downs for some time. You've been pretty sure that the Church of Zakarum has somehow brainwashed or manipulated the people here into serving their will. Something that has been happening quite widely in Honduras. You have been trying to find evidence and gather information to basically prove this, to then take to the noble authorities of Honduras in order for them to clamp down and do something about it. Maybe a little bit misguided, but hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All was going well until the other night, when a goat man escaped from the underground cells, 2 guards were killed on an escape, and a band of adventurers swooped through the town and left shortly before a wild shriek was heard from the church. Everyone has been hiding in their homes since then, waiting for an all clear to go, or for someone to confirm that everything is okay. Which, for you, has been a great chance to get out and gather the last bits of information you need to confirm your suspicions. As you're crossing the road, the only person brave enough to leave their homes, a foot goes through the front door of the town, one of the front gates, and you see an armored leg get stuck in the gate as well.
Yeah, how deep did your leg go? Is it like just to your knee, or is it just like you're just dick deep in the door, all leg through?
Dick deep. He basically stepped through it.
Like the...
Dick
Oh, yeah.
deep in the door.
Yeah, because his crotch would just be rammed right up against the door.
I don't know if that cannot be the title of the episode now.
Dick deep in the door.
So, Cassis, cover your ears. You could say he slammed his penis in the wooden door.
Landed in the wooden door.
This isn't all. So as this is going down, he doesn't stop with just the leg. As he gets stuck, he just starts like beating on the wood with his hands to try to just like walk actually through the door in this hole he's created. So he's making the hole bigger.
Oh god.
That's exactly what you see happen.
Slow motion Kool-Aid, man.
So I assume we're all walking up and seeing this going, aha.
Yeah, from behind they just see Malki's shoulders like trying to stifle a laugh, but
What's happened to the power of your gods? Could they not even knock down the gate?
He completely ignores that because he's too busy going into the door. He definitely heard it though. There's no way he did not hear it.
Should we go like around? Can we go around?
My question is, Claude, what do you
Yeah.
do in response to this?
So, he was about to finally get his source. And I'm assuming the person ran the fuck away the second they saw that.
Yes.
Yeah. So he kind of looks over to the door and just bows his head and he's like, God damn it. And he's a bit scared though, because he doesn't know who that is except for... Would he? Would Hector... Does he know that that's the people that freed the goat and ran off? But he...
You tell me, do you think that you will be able to identify it from that one leg going through the door?
You want me to roll a perception? Let's roll a perception. Perception?
I'll get you to do investigation.
Okay.
Just since it's memory recall.
That's pretty good.
19?
Yeah. Okay, yep.
Okay, he knows. So he's like, oh my god.
It's a very distinguished leg.
I mean, I figured Hector would be pretty ornate, you know? So... He thinks they're like brutes, right? Like barbarians, they killed guards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of draws his rapier, but he doesn't know how to use it. So he's just kind of like pointing it at the door, and he calls out, "Who is it? You could just knock."
Hector walks up to, or yeah, Malkis walks up to Hector. He's like, "Can I help you get your leg out of the door at least, so you can try again?"
And he basically screams as Marquise is right next to him to answer the faraway voice. Justice has come!
And also some other people who aren't stupid and stuck in a door.
Verosio, I have a hilarious idea. Would you like to participate?
Yeah, always.
Shoulder tackle Hector through the door.
Oh, okay, yes. Oh,
Wait, hold on.
okay.
I have to look at my spell list. Or maybe not. You could just do
While
it.
she does that, I thought I'd do something equally as hilarious, which
Alright.
is, I'll wait till you guys do what you do, but I want him to just open the door, so you all just run right. into town.
Well, either way, Veraciel definitely fucking shoulder charges Hector from behind.
I'm going to do a bull strength.
Oh, it's okay. Save it.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you guys do what you do. And he is
That
just
was an
standing there,
accident.
waving the rapier, trembling.
Does a 13 do it?
Sure.
All right.
Alright,
Hector.
so Hector, I guess, just bursts through the rest of the door, and because of that momentum and not really having good footing, he falls down.
Malky's just
But,
slow
but at least now he's not stuck.
Then Nadvari gonna walk up to the door and cast Mending. Just fix it.
Oh.
Just fix it. It's fixed again.
So
Then,
Claude looks a bit confused as Safari fixes the door.
yeah, she fixes it and then she just opens it because it was probably unlocked anyway. Walks in. Hello.
So he kind of approaches with his rapier pointed out, and he goes, "You! I know you! You're the people that killed the other people!"
I would put the sword down, sir, lest you make him, our armored friend here think you are not.
We
I don't
didn't
know.
kill anybody.
No, I know someone
Sorry.
died when you were here last.
We didn't do it. It wasn't us. We didn't kill anybody.
I use friendship. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have that, thank God.
All you get from that is her being like, yeah, I mean, we didn't kill anybody.
Well, but why didn't you just open the door or knock like a normal person?
I did.
And he just kind of looks over at Hector and he goes, "Is he not with you?"
We can't control him. He does what he wants.
He does what he thinks the gods want or whatever. I don't know.
Speaking of not controlling, Veraciel draws her axe as she steps through the gate and walks she steps over Hector as he's on the ground, and she's like, "Hector, I'm going to kill him before you."
And he looks at her. He's like, "No, he just looks over his shoulder like, who?"
Not you. Don't worry.
Wait, what does Vash's new character look like?
Yes,
He
Vash.
is-
Tell everyone what you look like.
Okay, so he is in full plague attire, the beak and all.
Oh, Plague Doctor. Okay.
Plague doctor. He's a plague doctor with the little rapier.
Okay.
That's
He's
it.
a human?
No,
Can't tell.
but
Looks human.
Okay.
he looks human. I'll put it that way.
All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna have to do then.
Good chat.
Hector is going to look up and view this thing that looks like a Corvian, and he is. What do you want me to roll to see if he would recognize what he is, based off of his possible unholy aura? Or if he is not unholy in any sense, or demonic, I guess it would just be nothing.
Give me a religion roll.
2.
This fine upstanding fellow wears a guise that's very familiar to you from the lands that you originated from. They are servants of the gods. And in your mind, it makes
Does he
perfect
smoke
sense.
crack or something?
Well, in your mind, this could very well just be some strange local variation of a religion from your homeland.
Okay. No, wait! He wears the garb of a holy man. And he says this as he's sort of getting back up on his feet. But he could not stop Veraciel even if he wanted to. He's too slow.
She doesn't want to kill him. She's going to kill the bad guy that we discovered,
Yeah, he was already wearing the clothes of a holy man, and you were okay with me wanting to kill him before.
Who? It's always...
Not you.
He's so
Nobody.
confused.
Nobody
No.
here is trying to kill you. We have another guy that needs to die because he is bad. It's a long
I
story.
was considering it.
Why?
It is an unknown stranger wearing the face of a Corvian.
We live in. This is a town. He could live here. He's a stranger because we've not been here that much.
The
Pardon us,
demons we killed lived in their encampment. To live somewhere does not abstain you
We're
from...
here for something else, you know.
Sorry to bother
Right.
you, sir. We're here to kill the bishop.
Don't
The-
be specific.
Who else is?
Well, I've been investigating the town.
Why?
I'm assuming you heard the scream then?
No, we
No,
were
was
out
there
of
a
town.
scream?
Quite a loud one.
What
I,
happened?
We hear lots of screaming, you know. It's kind
Well-
of, you know.
Not like your usual scream. Also, when he's talking, he has his head kind of turned to the side, so the beak is facing this way while he's talking to you.
Yeah, so we could see out the eye hole, right?
Out the eye, yeah.
Yeah.
Because birds have eyes. He moves his finger up and points and goes, well, it came from up there, and all of a sudden, as if like magic, everybody ran and locked themselves in their homes. I've been trying to talk to people. I'm sure there's a spell or something, but I figured it would take some time. And there were wards around the house that appeared to be symbols of snakes in the underneath.
Snakes?
Yes.
What do you mean? What do they look like?
Like a snake.
Okay, but is it in the shape? Are there two of them? Are they doing like a loopy around each other?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and where are those? Wards around where?
Where am I?
The
Question mark?
church and the walls and windows and doors are now warded, with
Yes.
wards that seem to be covered in symbols of snakes and undeath.
Yes.
Okay, that's suspicious. I found a thing that was snaky at the place with the body, you know, you guys. So that's it's just making me think that this is definitely somebody who needs to die.
Why didn't you say anything about the snaky thing you found before?
I forgot.
To interject, but why are you going to kill him? Would it
Oh, he's
not be-
bad. You know, have you ever seen like a guy who is in a coffin and he looks like a guy you already know, and you're like, ah, he took his face. That means he's an imposter. He needs to die. You know.
To cut through all that, we cleared out a camp of imps and demons on the outskirts of town, and inside one of the buildings was a coffin with the bishop's dead body in it, so we assumed the current bishop in town right now is actually a demon.
He's a fake.
I see. Oh.
If I'm going to translate for you, I would like some coin.
From who?
Me?
It's another joke.
Sounds as if you lost your father, my boy. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, you did say that. Well, I have been tasked with investigating this, so mayhaps I might join you. I have a wide variety of skills.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I'm surprised he wants to when you just like, you know, threatened to kill him because he looked weird. Don't
It
feel
is
bad
for
about
that
that, by
very
the way.
reason.
Don't feel bad about that, by the way. He thinks we look weird too, and like we are obviously the most beautiful sisters you probably have ever seen.
Yeah. I'm here to investigate and figure things out, so I'm going if you want to or not.
Let us
So-
leave it up to a democracy. All in favor.
I don't see any
no.
reason.
For what?
Sure, why
Just-
not?
That's
Let me make my case, if you will. And he goes to reach for Marquise's bow and go.
He's
Can
got
I
a
borrow?
gun.
He's got a gun.
that's my gun.
Here's a democratic vote to shoot Sector. All right, I can go. No. He goes. Can I? Can I borrow that for a moment?
I suppose.
Okay.
That's
And
weird,
he,
okay.
He'll unsling it and
He holds
Hand
it
it
up and pulls out a feather and pricks the bow with it. And I would like to enchant that bow, May. Yes.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I want to do the repeating shot enchantment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And in a moment, the whole boat,
my boat.
a boat,
No, it's the boat back by that road.
the
We
bow
left it there.
pulses for a moment, and he goes and hands it back to Marquise, and he goes, try to shoot that building over there, just on the side, but don't pull out one of your arrows. Just knock it back like you would have an arrow and shoot.
That's bad for the bowstring if you just release it without.
Just try.
Is it? I did not know that.
It is just a stick with a bit of cord on it. It's not that bad. Don't worry about it.
So as you draw the bow back, there is a dull sort of thrum of magical energy as a ghostly green arrow manifests in the where an arrow would be.
And if you like that, I could do many more fun things. If you like iron swords, I can make a lot of them.
I mean, he seems useful, and we're going the same way anyway, so it seems silly not to, like, have him help us, you know? He would just be in the way other way.
I mean, thank you for this. I was going to vote yes before you did this, but
He
When you
looks
put it
at
that
Hector.
way, he would be an extra obstacle if we had to kill him here. Very well, come along with us and assist in our mission, and we will consider when it is finished if you will join us or not.
That sounds
I'm-
good.
I'm
And he-
so glad our valiant leader has agreed to let this one come along with us.
Don't say that out loud to him. Why?
He
Don't
just-
worry.
He puts away his little rapier and bows and goes, "Thank you, good sir." Now he's with the party.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching!
You have acquired Claude.
You've acquired
Doctor the boy.
Dr. the Boots.
So what other shiny things can you do? I want something cool too.
Do you have a stick?
No?
A cane, mayhaps?
Enough of these parlor tricks. Let us be on our way.
You
I
got
could
to
make
break.
him.
He starts
You
marching.
got
to
to
the
break
church.
down the gate. I want a shiny thing.
I can make him tiny or very large, depending on if you like that, or invisible, whatever you want.
Okay, later.
Okay. He just nods his head.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's go look at these words, I guess, and yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving along.
So what does the enchantment do, Vash? I just don't need to use arrows anymore.
And you get +1 damage? Right? Yeah, +1 bonus attack and damage.
Is it?
With
how long
roll
does it last?
it's
Repeating shot, not
Yeah,
enhanced
repeating
weapon.
shot.
Okay.
How long does it last?
Forever.
Until he
Last-
decides to take the enchantment off.
Yep.
Yeah.
So at this point, you can only have 2 active enchantments, I believe. So you have to like cycle them around.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in artificer though, so if anyone wants to correct me, feel free.
No, that's pretty much correct.
Don't they take up what is it called? When you allocate magic, like you link magic items to yourself, does it take those up? I forget, or do they have extra because they're
Okay, so
magically delicious?
Okay, so artificers, those are two separate resources. What you're thinking of is oh fuck, it was literally right there. I had the word. It's attunement. So everyone can attune to a certain number of magic items that require attunement. Some magic items do not require attunement, but if they do, everyone has a certain limit of items they can attune to. As artificer levels up, they can attune to more magic items. Separately from that, they have the ability to infuse magic items with magical properties. At 5th level, Billy's character should know 4 infusions and can have up to 2 items infused at a time. So, if you've got 1 infusion active now, if you activate a second, that's your limit. If you activate a 3rd infusion, you have to remove one of the infusions that you've got.
Right.
So that could mean taking the bow enchantment, for instance, away from casters.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
So that's how that works.
Is that all of the... So, like, my homunculus would count as a...
That counts as one, yeah. Yeah, since they are, like, very strong, you just have to sort of pick and choose what ones you're using.
Okay.
That's fine. So, you arrive at the church. The door to the church is actually open. However, there is a red and gold barrier that is sort of stopping you from getting in. You see symbols.
I see other people? Like, I can't see anyone.
That's fine. You... Oh, no.
No?
I should have made it larger, but that's okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
At this point, the ward blocks your way.
What does it look like?
Looking at the wards as they're sort of pulsing and flowing, 2 of you recognize this. For you, Michelle, Natvari can see quite clearly that the symbols on the wards are the same as the symbols on the dagger's handle that you have acquired.
Okay.
And for you, Castus, Marquis recognizes all of these wards as spells that have been woven by someone practicing magic from the Monterey cult from Luke Ghislaine.
What kind of magic you said?
The Monterey cult, the
dead
funeral
people. Yeah.
Yeah, so the wards that are up that are preventing you from entering seem to be of similar nature to that magic that you've seen before.
Navarro did show the little dagger piece to Veraciel too, so.
Also, is it supposed to be like all black? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just because I haven't moved you inside yet. No,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
There you are, standing in front of the wards. What do you do?
Anybody know
Alright,
how
so-
to get rid of
Did
it?
you say it's dark? It's dark, right?
So,
It's morning, but
It's
inside
morning.
is dark.
so just to confirm, so when you say it's water, there's like an obvious magical barrier.
Yes, there's an obvious magical barrier preventing entry.
Okay, Veraciel draws her magical axe and tries to smash through the water.
Sure, give me an attack roll.
Okay, just a second.
All right. So as you swipe out with your axe and it impacts the ward, you can see the axe sort of like swings through it, and this deep crimson ethereal gash appears in the barrier, and then it sort of starts to wither and twist, but it maintains its form for now, at least.
Me looking at my spell book going, I just
So-
didn't take Dispel Magic.
Does it look like I've done any damage to the ward?
It looks like that you have influenced the ward in some way, but as to whether or not it's damaged, it's a bit hard to tell. You can assume it's done damage, but who knows with magic?
Okay. I mean, this seems to work. I'm just going to keep chopping this unless anyone has a better idea.
I want to try something. And she goes through her little pack and pulls out the little broken dagger. Just want to see if it does anything. And she, like,
Oh yeah,
sort of
okay, you know.
pokes it. Like, pokes the barrier with the dagger.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. So you put the dagger into the watered sort of door, and it feels like for a moment it's like floating around, and then something like grabs it. Nothing that you can see, but like a magnet sort of grabbing it, and sort of pulls it into a particular point in the middle of the door, almost like this is a key to open the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
But as you go to move your hand or do anything, your hand doesn't move. It's like frozen in place. And then, as if someone just fucking got the volume of, I don't know, a song or music and turned it up to 11, loud, aggressive whispers start rolling through your mind, drowning out all of your senses,
Cool.
leaving you momentarily paralyzed while holding the dagger
Okay.
as you sort of go rigid.
That's what happens. For how long?
Upon
Just like a
seeing this,
moment?
Well, does anyone else react? Because it's very clearly that you've gone suddenly frozen and you're not responding.
Oh, okay. So Veraciel definitely reacts. She freezes up for a second herself and is like, Natari, are you okay?
She says nothing.
Alright. She is going to try and pull Natvari away.
Cool, yeah. You pull her away, but the floating handle of the dagger remains in place, just levitating inside the ward. And you gain the ability to move again. And the whispers will just stop.
Right, so Veraciel just immediately starts fussing over Natvari.
Something was very loud and creepy. So many voices. Ugh.
Okay, well, do not touch that again. The dagger. You've done something. Okay. I think that Hector should do the rest.
Even though she's kind of like recovering from that weird experience, she still laughs. She's like, yeah, yes, you're right. Yes, he's the strongest. You should do it.
And he is holy. Nothing unholy could hurt him. He's protected by the power of his gods. Isn't that right, Hector?
You have made but one miscalculation. I cannot break the ward on this door.
There's a key in it already. Look, it's a key.
Yeah, you just have to turn the key.
Just turn the key.
Why could you not do it?
I don't know. I heard something loud. Are you bothered by loud noises?
I am not bothered by anything other than the fact that injustice still plagues this world.
There
Wait,
you
so
go.
Very well, stand aside. I will open the door.
What, just wait a moment. He says, you said there's a key in this door?
Yeah, she held up a dagger, like with the blade broken off to it, and it sort of like magneted to the door, but then also like gave her a brain shock.
Is there a hole in the barrier?
There's like a red gash above it that's sort of like emanating, strange magical smoke out of it. But other than that, the barrier's just hanging out.
Okay. Can I investigate the barrier? Like, can I try to ascertain it?
Yeah, if you want.
What was that for investigation?
That's.
I was doing something else. I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
What was that?
I was just trying to see if I recalled anything from when I spent time around the people who use these wards more frequently. Use these wards regularly.
Well, yeah, because I went into Arcana, so I was like, could I?
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Okay.
music is making creepy noise.
Seventeen.
Cool, just give me a moment.
I wandered off into space.
Trying to follow those whispers. Oh.
They're very loud. It would be easy to follow them. You guys hear this creepy background though?
Yeah.
So, okay, so Bash, with the Arcana of 17. This ward evidently is strong, but it's not, and it's not indestructible by any means. Enough magical damage should wear it down. There are likely other ways to get through as well, but other than just assuming that the key that is, or the quote-unquote key that is hanging out of the door is the way to go, you're not sure.
Okay. So, why don't we just use magic to break a ward?
Can you do it? I don't know.
I could. Does anyone else know magic besides myself?
Could I try the door real quick?
Go ahead.
I'll take my turn to try to twist the knob.
Yep, give me a wisdom
Twisted.
saving throw.
Put something on it, like put a cloth over to something, don't touch it.
So that's actually a question. Do you put anything over it, or you just reach out and grab it?
I've got my gloves on.
Cool. Okay. You go out, you take hold of it, and similar to what happened in Navarra, you hear these whispers roiling and rolling in your head. You are not paralyzed, however. They're loud, they're distracting, they're disruptive, but you still have a semblance of control over your limbs. And try as you might, with all your might, you are able to twist the handle.
Is it difficult to? Is it actually difficult to twist, or is it just because it's such a cacophony that's just like
It's just
shutting
because
down
it's
your
such a
senses pretty
cacophony
much?
that like you're shaking a bit as you sort of do it.
Look, 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 he's doing it.
And as you finish turning the handle 90 degrees, there's a burst of light, and then all the sort of golden runes and snake imagery sort of wafts off the wall, and the ward dissipates. And you are now able to enter into the
Ugh.
cathedral.
Did the snake thing stay, or did it disappear with the ward?
They all disappear.
Oh.
Everything just fades away.
Including the snake thing I was holding?
Oh no, so the dagger handle itself remains in your hand, but now the voices are silent.
Gotcha.
She like pulls out her bag. Here you
I was gonna
go.
ask if you mind if I kept this.
Oh, okay, I guess you can have it for now, yeah, sure.
Well, I just know some people who might be interested in this.
Is it supposed to be black, like all the way up too?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
I
as you come in... Oh, yeah, you go.
was gonna say, I don't think it's supposed to be black. Like, we all have vision. I think Billy means the entire thing.
Billy
is
doesn't
black.
have night vision. Billy doesn't have night vision.
Oh.
Said the fist.
Also, is it like pitch black?
No?
Is it dim light or just darkness? Basically, is what I'm asking.
It's darkness with dim light on the edges.
Okay, so in darkness, creatures with dark vision treat the darkness as dim light, so we'd still benefit from the light. That said, I need both my hands, so I can't hold one.
Point is, you four are all fine. Billy doesn't have the ability to see through darkness.
You can't see 'cause you're a bird.
If you zoom out, you'll be able to see some elements of light.
For my part, I can't distinguish between dim light and darkness. It all just looks bright to me.
Can I?
Show me your screen, Ro. Just want to double check. Alright, it'll muck up the stream for a sec.
Yep, hold on.
Because everything should be calculated automatically. Yeah, that's fine. You look all good. Zoom out.
Okay.
Yeah, you look fine.
Mine is just like black down the pews. So can I draw my moon touch rapier to use it as a light?
Yes, you can.
How do I, like, use it?
Hang on, let me...
I don't know what that was, but okay.
You rolled as if you were going to attack something.
I attack the darkness.
Ha! Yeah.
There you go. You draw your rapier. Now you can see that far around you.
Wow, I can see my friends, so I don't kill them.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Mhm.
I just need to check.
Apply your
all right.
Ro.
Yeah, I speak the command word with my axe. It glows with 15 feet of bright light and 15 feet of dim light.
Sure thing.
Oh wow, now I can see things.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm just gonna walk forward and fall over a pew.
Oh, hang on, I think I got them around the wrong way. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. That's right. Cool, cool. So you step into the church. Flanking on your left and right, there are a number of statues, each one with a dull blue light emanating from them. The statues are symbols of Zakarum, different priests in respective sort of moments of prayer. Looking through the pews, for those of you who can see, they are enshrouded in darkness, just as there is no natural light flowing in, save from the door behind you and from the windows at the far back of the church. There are some braziers about 2/3 of the way into the cathedral as well, near the front, which are lit but smouldering as dull wafts of smoke sort of rise out from them. And his head bowed in prayer at the far back of the church, shrouded in a sea of light, is the bishop. Bishop Lectus, as it were, who hasn't seemed to acknowledge your entry yet. It's just hanging out.
Bishop Lectus, more like Bishop Lick This.
Or like, Bishop, lick my ball!
Bishop Lectus. So, do any of you move? Do you do anything at this point?
Do I?
I would say nobody does anything until Hector does something, because Hector is, of course, going to do the thing.
Ba-dum. Ba-dum.
Wait.
There is something I'm going to do before.
When Hector starts walking, I immediately turn to him, and I want to use an invisibility spell on him. Because I don't want him to get seen.
Alright.
I'll say Malchus is just going to, like, slide up behind one of the pews so he can't be seen real quick.
Okay.
So
do you want to use...
So he runs over to Hector as he stomps off and just slaps him on the back and goes, "Good luck!"
You know what could be... I just realized, because invisibility is a touch spell, your little homunculi can cast invisibility on people. That's just sort of an idea for later, but I just realized that's cool. The little, like, clockwork bird can fly off and pick someone and they become invisible and then it flies back to you. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with, like,
steps forward.
a lot of druid spells, isn't it? Where it's just like, oh, you can cast from your familiar. So it's just like, oh, all of a sudden my chipmunk has fire breath using dragon breath.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
Hector, is invisible, and I will. Boo, 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 boo.
Where's his character?
He's invisible.
I can't see.
Wait, can you not see?
I can't see my character.
No.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need to see your character. Just move your. Oh, hang on. We'll do that then.
Move yourself. I can't.
See, it's that kind of invisibility that he can't even perceive himself, May. So he's just stumbling now over
That is
Pews.
how- That is how it would be in practice, but I'm just gonna put a marker on you so that you know you're invisible. There you go. You get a radiation marker. How about that?
All right.
Toxic.
So he draws both his swords, right?
Okay.
Steps forward.
You just see the
Steps forward again.
just like walking through the pews, is he?
Yes. And
You
again.
you just see the pews getting knocked by themselves. You fucking-
And again. And again.
All right.
He's like the worst ghost. He's just...
And again.
I'll pause you when you get there.
Yeah, should we
Okay.
catch up with him?
And before anybody has a chance to do anything, he fucking shouts at the top of his lungs, "False priest, your reckoning has come!"
Brilliant.
Rathiel is
Yep.
obviously following behind.
In the lead up to this, what does everyone else do?
Just following.
Malkeith
Dubois
is
is
staying,
following
like,
them.
to the shadows and like hiding behind pews and pillars when he can to try to
Yeah.
maintain an element of surprise.
Marky, can you give me a perception check?
Why don't you give me a perception check? You ever think of that?
All right.
That's my perception check. Why did it not? It didn't go through.
Ama-
What? Why didn't it go
amazing.
through?
There you go. I see it now.
Okay, I was like, come on, don't not go through my one good roll.
All right, cool. So, as you're scooting around, do you stay like which direction do you go from where you are?
Kind of go left around this pillar and then kind of. That's unmovable. Yeah, it's kind of like moving between pews to make sure. You know, I'm less likely to be seen, and also that we don't get there's no shit in the roof that's going to drop down on us, or
Mhm.
the statues aren't, because I had this problem now. The statues aren't actually dudes.
All right. As you get closer to one of the statues, potentially due to previous experiences, you take a quick moment just to look at them over a little bit closer than you would have otherwise, and you see that there's kind of like back in Tristram, there are holy runes of Zakarum inscribed on them, saying assorted like psalms and sayings and holy phrases, but etched into the stone and with some sort of improvised tools, you can see there are infernal runes that seem to be sort of adding particular elements or phrases to the holy sayings. Each one of the sayings correlates with something that the statue is doing. Like the statue that's holding the bowl out and how it's an offering to give to the people in need. You can see markings that sort of insinuate giving of death and giving of poison rather than just giving in need. So like additions like that.
Kind of perversions of like the righteous virtues, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. With everyone else, you're moving up behind Hector. Hector stops to announce himself from his invisible.
I'm actually on this side of the pillar, this other side, if my character. But I'm gonna stay on this side so that I can actually see.
Sure.
I like that idea. And so he, I mean, he can't really, actually, no. He can't really be stealthy being as he has a glowing sword, so. Let's go. Let's watch Hector shout.
Give me 1 second. Cool.
Yeah, Hector,
So,
shout.
Hector
Shout.
shouts.
Let it all out.
The priest lets out a long, drawn-out sigh. Like, "Your self-righteous kinds are truly the most infuriating." He looks up And you see that his face has basically fallen off, and all is left is this like skeletal sort of remnant as the flesh is starting to wither away. Just not in real time, but it seems like it has been happening over the course of the past few hours, if not more. Like, and as he speaks, his voice seems to emanate from around the hall rather than just from him. Like, what is it that you seek to achieve here?
Justice!
I like that it looks like Brassiel would be saying it though. Not Hector. He's invisible. It's just
Yeah, one of us is very good ventriloquist.
he's fighting a real ghost.
And what is, by definition, justice?
The will of my god.
How very unjust of you. If you wish to dispense your god's justice, then do so. He holds his arms out wide and is like, I will embrace it. And then we shall see what justice truly is. Won't we?
Do I go?
That's up to you. Do you go?
You're
Yes.
invisible, so.
Alright, he takes steps forward. But you notice he is looking at Natvari. Not at Natvari, at Veraciel. He's looking at Veraciel, expecting that Veraciel is the one that has been saying this.
Horacio just like looks around, like kind of confused, like I don't have anything to say to you. I'm here to kill
Oh, because
you.
we can't see him, right? None of us can see Hector right now,
No.
right? So...
Okay, so he moves up one more pew. He didn't really need to do that, but he moves up one more. And he's gonna channel his divinity to abjure this enemy.
Alright. Give us a link in chat for what you
So
do.
let's see.
Yell, be gone, thought.
So, he is going to channel the power of his god into this false priest. And if the priest succumbs to the magic, he will have to essentially cower in fear.
Alright, that's a wisdom save. And what am I rolling that? Plus 12. Alright. So it does succeed against the save. You can see, as you like do the abjure enemy, and as this holy energy roils out, you can tell that it did rattle the creature. It's standing absolute in its own beliefs, but you have shaken it. It doesn't seem to be quite as confident in itself as it was. You can tell by like its body language and how it's sort of come a bit more sort of closed off. The wide open arms have retracted a bit. It looks more just angered as it's sort of looking around to try and see who or what did that. I'm going to also say, just to be generous, invisibility doesn't wear off from doing the abjure enemy.
Awesome.
But I'm going to be right back quickly. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm going to pause
Should
it
we do-
right there.
We'll do a small break.
Small break. Let's go.
Small break.
Small break.
Small break
Small
before
break.
things kick off.
We'll be back before murdering a guy.
card.
I need a jail. I need a jail for this.
Please
this
take
jam.
his apology from the corridor.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And it's recorded forever. We're back.
What the warbly? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Are you sorry?
Are you?
Are you?
I thought you were gonna be like, could you be sorry for really hurting my feelings by making my father leave? Like that hurt me. I was gonna be like, oh.
I mean, yeah, Malkis is a little hurt and disappointed.
You can have a bird father now. It's a much better father. A doctor, if you
Listen, I'm either getting
He's
a new bird dad or a goat stepmom. I can't have both. It doesn't work that way.
will. Your family's part of the animal kingdom. I expect you to marry a dolphin.
No.
Or an aquatic creature to complete our collection.
All right.
I'm already gonna marry Jairus. He's a walrus.
So, walrus marriages aside, we come back. The abjure enemy has just gone out. Lectus has just survived the wisdom save, but is aware that there is a little more going on here than he first thought. What is happening next?
Navari has to leave the fight because you're making her look at Nicolas Cage.
Or you can kill Nicolas Cage.
Well, I want to attack, so should we roll initiative?
Not yet.
Yeah,
You
I'm
wanna take this one?
gonna follow behind Veraciel.
Well-
I mean, I already have my rapier out, so.
Veraciel is going to run at him.
I'm going to send Veraciel a message. And it's like, hey, should we like ask him why he did this first, just in case it was for a good reason?
Oh.
No.
Okay, just a thought.
All right. That is fine. We will roll.
Actually, then she's gonna
initiative.
send him a message. Hey, did you do this for a good reason? Like, why was that guy in the box and you look like him?
Can we hear you sending this message?
No.
Oh.
Actually,
Okay. So the message that comes back to you, because they can reply to you telepathically,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it feels like it comes back first, and it's not like there's words in your mind. It more feels like feelings or but like I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's like fingers are reaching into your brain, into your mind, healing memories and thoughts around. And then there's a sudden image that flashes before your like mind's eye. Just for a moment, and you see a wide, grinning, like skeletal face with curling horns rising out of the back of his head, out of his shoulders. I'm going to get you actually to roll another wisdom saving throw for me.
Why? Oh,
This will be a good one. Don't worry. This is to see how much you remember of this, or how much you managed to glimpse back from this touching of minds.
Okay. Give me a sec. My computer just went nutty. I gotta find the right window. Where is it? There it is. Wisdom save?
Yes.
Why couldn't it be a different one?
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Beyond that, you don't remember. Nothing really sticks to your mind. You don't get a response back other than these sort of disjointed images and pictures, but it felt almost like hundreds of thousands of eyes all turned to look at you. And then that feeling was gone when the message spell ended.
Okay. Behind the pillar, she just kind of goes, "Huh? Okay, kill him."
Alright.
So I've got asked you to all roll initiative. So do that initiative roll to see who gets to kill him first.
Before we do that, can I summon my homunculus?
I can say you just have it out already, since it's
Okay.
it costs money to summon and all that sort of shit. So
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What was that? That was. Oh, that was someone else's
just
roll.
initiative. Yep.
Fuck. Where's my initiative button? Ah! There it is.
Also, follow up, May.
Mhm.
The homunculus can do my spells. Can it do sword burst?
Hey, 22.
Nice.
I think can only cast spells that have the range of touch.
Sword burst is 5 feet.
I am willing, for flavor reasons, to bend that rule and say that it can cast Sword Burst.
No, I'll do it. That's fine. If it can't do it, that's fine.
If you want to use Sword Burst from the homunculi, I think that's a cool use of it. So if you want
Okay.
to, that's cool. If not, then that's all good.
You got a blade bird. You got a Beyblade.
Got a Beyblade! I mean, it says it's any object, so could I just technically make my sword the homunculus?
A homunculus isn't an object.
No?
No,
it's
it's a
a
construct.
creature.
So it's like a little clockwork bird or something like that.
Yeah. A little clockwork toucan. No.
You're a bird with a bird?
Yeah,
Bird
with
with
the
a
bird
bird.
with the bird.
I also think the homunculus requires one of your infusion slots, so that both
It
be...
does. You'll have to use the infusion
Yeah.
slot.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Well, we just know that you've already used one on Castus and one on the homunculus.
Okay.
So you've got no infusions left. That's all good. I can.
Just keep in mind, the homunculus has like very little hit points, so if it makes itself a target, it can get destroyed very easily.
Oh,
It's-
everything just got
it's-
dark.
Oh, I just deleted your character by mistake.
Cool.
Yeah, mine too.
And mine.
I deleted everyone's character. Wow! Okay, that's too easy enough. But...
Control Z.
Yes. Good point.
Were you making like a homunculus piece real quick?
No, I went to your character sheet to remove the spell token, so you've used like your 2 infusions, but then I hit delete, and it deleted everyone. I was like, whoops.
It's time
Alright.
I
for
don't know
adventure.
what the spell tokens are, so I trust you.
That's fine. I can do it.
Do we need a piece for the homunculus later on?
Oh, I fucking deleted everyone's. Roll initiative again.
Oh no! I think mine was
Oh,
18.
you can't. Mine was 21. Well, I guess 2 of us got 21, so we're gonna have to re-roll anyways.
No.
I don't think I can manually put initiative in.
Oh, but I got a
That's fine.
22 on my initiative roll.
Sorry, I did a bad.
You might be able to change it.
Can you? Can I click and drag?
Maybe.
3.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's okay if I go first.
I rolled a natural 20!
I know, I rolled a 21! Whatever. We'll live.
My bad.
It's
I'm
almost
so-
like you're at the top. You just have 3 other
Oh,
people.
I can. I can't figure out how to do it. So,
There
what
you
was
go.
everyone's rolls again?
18.
22.
21.
21.
But I guess Cassis will go first, because on the reroll I got a 3 and he got a 19, so put him over me.
No, that's not how it works.
It's whoever has the higher dexterity, which should still be Castus.
What's your
Did you
dex?
get 21? Did you say
That's
21? Wait, did you?
Me and Cassis both got 21.
Yeah, but my dex is 18, and what's your
Oh.
dex?
15.
E.
Yeah,
Listen, man, I need dex.
Dex! Me
I'm
too.
a dex build. I'm a filthy dex build.
I am too. Funny enough, I have dex, int, and con.
Well,
Alright.
int is gonna be what you really, really want.
Yeah, you're an int build. Dex is nice. to
Says
have.
you, I
You
want
need
to
to
use
tell
this rapier. Stamp, stamp, stamp. I don't have sword mastery, you can't get it.
He needs Dex for AC. Anyway, though, Horacio, you're up.
Alright. So let me have. I have 40 feet of movement, so I can move.
All right.
I can move up.
Wouldn't Hector, though, go first because he's invisible?
No, Hector
No.
is invisible. That doesn't mean he has a higher initiative.
I
I
didn't
move
know
up
if
to
that
him.
was like a striking blow or whatever.
As a bonus action, I rage. And as part of my rage, I catch fire, and everything within 10 feet of me takes 2 points of fire damage.
Yeah. Sisters!
Yeah.
Jesus.
So he takes 2 points of fire damage, and then I use the attack action. I'm going to recklessly attack, so I get advantage, and I'm also going to be using my -5 plus 10.
All right.
So, well, there you go. And that does plus 12 points of damage, so that's 18 damage.
All right. So describe how you get up there and kill the priest.
Wait, really? It was as easy as that?
Describe how you get up there and kill the priest.
Okay, well, Veraciel just fucking, like, screams, leaps across the pew, just as soon as Nafari says, okay, kill him, she just screams, bounds across the pew, just sprinting towards him, like, fire rolling off her body as, like, she hulks out again, like, her muscles swelling unnaturally beneath her skin. She just gets right up there, and just, like, in one, like, just ugly swing, just takes, like, this guy's head right off his shoulders.
All right. So, as you do that, you know how in Star Wars Episode 4, when Darth Vader has his lightsaber out and hits Obi-Wan, and he's like just sort of disappears, and the clothes fall down?
Crumples.
Basically, that happens, except the priest skeletal head like gets baseball swung from the from the impact of the weapon hitting his neck, and then like it sort of sails off before it sort of dissipates as well. And you hear this deep rolling laughter start to get more and more maniacal as this dark magic starts to waft throughout the entire church. The sound of the windows breaking we hear the windows like all smash as a thunderclap rings out from the middle of the room, and a whirlwind starts to pull up the pews and carpets, spinning them around and around. Netvari and fucking Bird.
Claude.
Bird.
He's the boy. It's your
The
boy.
boys.
He's
Both of
your
you give me
boy.
dexterity saves, please.
Oh, but
Either-
why?
Stefan?
Yeah.
Can you give me a strength save?
Yep.
Oh no, Billy, you're that boy.
Oh.
Remind me for the saves again. Do I just click on strength?
Click on strength, and then it will prompt you to click save.
That's right.
Or in the top left,
Oof.
when you have your character on a screen, you can go up to like saves, click that, or scroll over that and then click strength. See in the top left?
Oh yeah.
You get +2 from your strength saves, really? Wild. Okay, that's all good. So, in the rising storm, Hector, you are big. You're not going to get thrown off your feet by wind. But the cheers sort of smacking into you will probably do a little bit of a number on you. Unfortunately, you're not able just to stand there and weather it like a champion. You are pushed back 20 feet to about there. Move you just to the side so you don't have a pillar blocking you quite as much. So you shove back to there. Navari,
Hi.
you managed to succeed your dex save. You are pushed back just 10 feet.
What?
Managing, and if you want, you can move forward again to like here to use this pillar as cover from everything that's sort of swirling around you. As for you, Vash, Claude unfortunately is whipped up into the Deverish, spun around before getting swirled out like you're playing Vermintide, and a fucking Storm Sorcerer's just snagged you up.
Can I fly?
Do you want to reveal yourself?
It's a big secret that I'm a bird. I reveal it within the first hour of knowing you.
Yeah, no. He just gets whipped.
Cool. Give me a sec.
But would I have been able to fly?
Yeah, you could have.
Oh, that would have been so neat.
Are you an Aarakocra, not a Kenku?
I'm an Aarakocra.
Nice.
The secret is out. The rumor is out. Does
The rumor-
Dr. Claude is the bird?
You take 9 bludgeoning damage, Vash.
Jesus Christ.
So that puts you to 29 HP. And we move. Should have preloaded the scene.
We move. Where are we going?
Church Chungus.
Church Chungus. So, I just got a picture of a burned out church for the symbol here. So,
Oh, it's all dark.
So
Oh,
in theory,
no.
so all right. What's left standing after the Deverish ceases? The wood and the carpet and the fixtures have all congealed together into a large, hulking behemoth of a creature. Glowing red eyes, or glowing red light, is visible from a core hidden underneath the wood, and you can hear the priest's same laughter now emanating from this entity. It looks up to you all. You don't see it looking because technically, I mean, it doesn't really have a face, but you can feel its gaze falling on all of you sort of simultaneously. It goes, "Now we shall see what justice truly is," as it rings from around.
I just want to say I wasn't that interested in justice.
How much did I lose, May?
9.
9.
Do that again.
Okay, so this thing that's like this
10. Oh, that's not right.
He'll just fix it again.
I'll fix the initiative scroll for you now. Because technically, since I've moved scenes, it's left the previous encounter behind, so I need to just update it. Yes, you're asking?
Oh, so this thing down here that I'm like wiggling over, that's a monster?
Yes. So the priest is dead, and in his death, it caused this deverish to whip up in the middle, pulling all the pews and carpets and stuff together to create a large, like, wooden golems-looking motherfucker.
Weird.
Oh,
Okay.
he's a trash golem.
So we have to roll initiative again?
I'm just going to set you to have the same initiatives as before, so...
Oh.
Give me a moment.
I accidentally spared the dying. Oops. I necromanced someone. Twice. I brought the priest back.
Oh, you can't be Pew Monster if you're alive, sorry.
Go back. We want to go back to old you.
No, hit his head off again. Tried to beat your home run record. Hit him harder.
Hit them harder.
Actually, your order is basically the same, apart from Natfari being at the bottom instead of Hector, so I'll just do this. Cool. Cool. Marquis, you're up.
Start the encounter.
Oh, yes. So you also notice that the creature isn't actually in the initiative tracker. We'll get to that. Marquis, you're up. Oh, Marquis.
Yep, just double checking something real quick. Okay, so I mean, we heard his voice rattle from around the entire thing. Does he know I'm here still, or does he know I'm here?
You don't know. You don't know if he is or isn't. You don't know if he knows or doesn't know. You can't tell.
Gotcha.
Forget you got repeating shot now too.
Right, so it's +2 to attack roll and +2 to damage.
+1 to
+1.
wait. +1 bonus attack and damage roll.
Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, I guess I'll pop up from behind the queue and take a shot at him.
All right. Roll to attack.
I don't know if it'll auto at it, so you might have to do it.
That's fine. I can do the.
Yeah, we can just do.
I'm missing a spell.
What are you missing?
The fire one where you do the triangle hands.
What the fuck is that?
I forget what it's called.
Arcane triangle.
Oh, burning hands.
Does it? Jinx.
There you go. You have burning hands now. All right.
Well,
So
does a 22 hit?
Yes, 22 does hit.
If that's the case, that's the extra damage from Dread Ambush.
Ooh.
And the reason I was asking if I am, if he knows where I am, is because, well, I guess I would get advantage if he didn't know where I was, which would give me sneak attack.
Yeah, add that as well.
23 cast this, not 22.
Right, 23 and 11, so that's 19 damage so far.
Mm-hmm.
Wham. So 20 damage altogether.
Excellent. So, as you fire your shot, I'll just sort of explain the spell. You see, like the enchanted arrow fly forward, and it buries itself into the wood before sort of exploding in a sort of burst of magical energy that rolls over the golem. All the wood sort of moves like reactive scales, and then it turns itself to sort of face this, what looks to be its front, but it's a bit difficult to tell. It's a swirling mass of wood and hatred. And it like looks over towards you. And it's going to take a legendary action. With that legendary action, large ripped carpet explodes out of its back, heading towards these two statues near the back of the room. And I will actually put down some drawings for you for that.
I can't see
Like-
that.
Like that. There you go. You see those lines? Cool purple lines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Stefan,
Yeah, huh?
give me a dex saving throw. Cool. That's enough to get out of the way. So the carpet doesn't impact you. And you actually have a moment to make an action at this point. What you see is the carpets move off, and they wrap themselves around the swords of the two stone statues that are there, taking a moment to sort of ensure that they are nicely entrenched. What do you do?
He goes for the priest.
Priest is dead.
Oh fuck.
The priest is gone, and what is left is this golem in the middle. This wooden, magical, angry entity.
Oh, that's not very fun. So Hector is going to take both of his swords and try to slash at the carpets and the stone sword beneath them. Because something's up.
Cool. Give me an attack roll. Nice. Alright, yep. The sword does actually cleave through one of the carpets, and as it was rolling its way around the sheath of the stone sword, it sort of falls limp. And you're attacking the sword as well, were you?
Yes, it's sort of like in one, I guess 2 strikes, because there's 2 swords. So one for the carpet and then another for the sword. So would you like me to roll again?
No, that's all good.
Okay.
As you impact the sword, you leave. And actually, yeah, do a damage roll for me. Actually, I realize it didn't actually do the. Cool. So as you hit the stone sword, your blade digs in, and since stone is not exactly particularly malleable, and since you are a large, god-fearing force of Azamar justice, the sword hits it, and there's a loud crack as the stone, there's a large, like, sort of fracture appears in the stonework. The sword's not broken, but it's certainly structurally compromised, shall we say. Which is... He is now no longer invisible after making the attack that has revealed him, unfortunately.
Damn, it's wrong.
Take the radiation marker off you. And as that happens, how do I delete drawing? Cool. So the carpet on the right-hand side falls limp and like sucks back into the golem. The other one is a loud crack as the arms of the statue are torn off and the sword is pulled into the golem's grasp. It careened. Hang on, let me draw the thing again. It careens wildly through the church that way, smacking up more of the pews and cleaving through anything in its path as it slams into the statue at the far end, the far end of the church.
Cool.
And that is its action. Claude, you're up. Vash, Claude.
I'm thinking. Can I use enlarge reduce on an enemy?
I'm pretty sure you can. It is a concentration, but I think you can.
You guys don't
Actually, not
find
sure.
a tiny church. Says creature. You cause a creature or an object you see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. Choose either a
Sure.
creature or an object that is neither worn nor carried. If the target is unwitting, it can make a Constitution saving throw. On its success, the spell has no
Alright,
effect.
yep. Nope, that sounds good. You can do that if you want. Just make a con save.
Okay. I would like to make the pile of things small. So we're gonna do it. I was torn between making Veracial Giant to fight the Golem as a giant or shrinking all of the object.
Alright. There's a 10 pass. I suspect it does not.
No, 13, right?
Save 13, yep. Okay. Figure out how to make this thing smaller.
By what, 8 times? 1
That
8
just
is normal.
That's its weight. It just goes down one size category.
And does 1d4 less damage on all attacks.
That's all I can do, right? I can only do one spell a turn.
Yep, you can move around and
Do
stuff.
like a bonus action or move.
I don't know what's the... like, Sword Burst isn't a bonus action, right? So...
If you look under your actions on your sheet, it'll have your bonus actions listed.
Oh, I can Sanctuary and Healing Word. Okay. Then I would also like to Healing Word myself, because apparently that's a bonus action.
Have you taken any damage?
Yeah.
Took 8.
Actually, no.
say.
I want to use Sanctuary on myself instead. That's actually a smarter one. So I'm gonna cast that on myself. So that's that. So it's just a ward. So
Okay.
that ranged
Put the-
attacks don't hurt me.
Put a marker on you so I don't forget.
And that's all I'm gonna do, because I can't do anything else.
Cool. Natvari, you're up.
Hello, I would like to use my bonus action to activate my Mantle of Flames, which I'll
Cool,
throw up there so you guys can see what it does. I am going to activate, I think, Heighten Spell, and I'm going to cast a Fireball on the thing.
The tiny
Alright.
church objects.
But first, I'm gonna move.
Sure.
I'll move like... Can't move, cause there's some shit in the way. I'll move like... here... well, here, so that I can still see. And then I'm gonna cast the Fireball on him. Please work. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, this is gonna work regardless, and they just have to do a spelly spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
It is.
Oh my god.
They did not save.
You burnt them Barbie doll furniture.
Also, on top of that, I'm not sure if it already activated. Let's see. What's this? Oh, it re-rolled my ones. That's right. Oh my god, what? I rolled like almost all 6s. Okay. I wish I'd done the other thing, because it would have re-rolled my ones too. Oh well. You're not gonna let me do that, are you? Hey. If I'd have activated my flames of whatever, it would have re-rolled 2 of these ones. Damage would be even higher.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and re-roll them, roll them again.
All right. So that's 2 more. Roll 2d6. Okay.
That's another 7 damage.
So it's
You also don't need to activate Planes of Blood because I think it's always on.
Yeah, just because it's not automatically calculated into Fireball, since it's not official content, so I can't read it.
okay. So it's actually it would be plus 5 because I'm taking out 2 and adding 7. So it's 40, and then I add my charisma modifier, which is 8. Right?
Damn,
No.
go.
Yeah, 8.
The charisma modifier is 5, isn't it?
No, you're right. I looked at the wrong side. Plus 5 on this side, plus 8 on this side. Okay, so yes, 45 points of damage.
Jesus Christ! Alright, well. Tell us what happens. That's what you do.
I'm just going to cast that right there on that guy. Because none of my friends are close enough to get hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, apparently anything within range of that catches fire.
Yep, so to the north and to the south, the carpet has started to catch fire, and that fire is starting to spread.
Cool.
Does that mean I get vision there now, finally?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. One
No,
sec.
she just seems to like tick off she sort of is like a yes, and starts the little flame wreaths going, and then sort of ticks off a couple of yes I want to do, and then and like runs away, pretty much just like I described it, like I'm doing this, and oh shit and runs away, pokes her head around this pillar and like points her finger at it, just really like kind of goofball about it. Fireball flies, hits the guy smack in the middle of his face. He's made of wood too, right? So he's probably also
Yes.
super on fire.
That has been taken into account. Now he has a big fiery boy.
Small
Which may or
fire.
may not be good.
That may not be good indeed.
Then I'm hoping that maybe the fire also burns through the carpet, which, can he still hold the carpet up if he's tiny?
He can, but you
Okay.
can see that it is all on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as that happens, and as the fire starts to burn, another legendary action takes place.
Oh, cool.
So,
Oh, one last thing I wanted to do.
mm-hmm.
Tiny movement behind the pillar. And then I'm done.
All right.
I am going to stay in front of it so that we can still see the thing, though, for the stream.
So, as the fire starts to roar, there's this like angered shriek that starts to roll throughout the church, and 3, Hector, Claude, and Natvari, you'll realize that the braziers next to you, or near to you I should say, since Hector's a wee ways away, you can see they will start to glow with brighter intensity as the scream gets louder and louder and louder.
Cool.
You have... I'm going to give you 30 seconds of real time to decide what you do in response to this. And once you've decided, just let me know. Once 30 seconds is up, we'll go through each of you. You can tell me what you do.
Say this scenario one more time.
Should I start a timer?
Yeah, if you want to start a timer, I want to say go. So, the
Tell me, just
fire
tell
has
me
started to roll over the avatar in the middle, and it started to let out this loud, roaring scream. The scream gets louder and louder and louder. The embers and hot coals of the 6 braziers that are sort of close to where you are starts to get hotter and hotter and hotter. What do you do?
Hector gets behind a pillar.
Cool.
Far. I can't move my character for some. Oh,
Do
it's
I need to be
behind
making a decision too?
Yes. You can all make decisions is what you do.
Okay, Veraciel isn't too concerned about fire. She is going to be ready to run to this guy.
Okay.
Can I go to push a brazier over?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. That's your
Okay.
action, sure.
Yeah, I want him to grab a brazier right here and try and throw it on the floor.
Okay.
Navari's gonna try and put them all out with control fire.
Sure. All right. And finally, Malky, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought I wasn't. You only had mentioned like 3 people.
I did, but then I realized, I'll just get everyone to do something. So just ask you real quick decision.
Okay, go bloop. Just kind of take her behind that pillar. There's pillars on either side, or is it just the ones on the right side?
Just the 6 braziers, all 6 of them.
Okay,
Can
on
you
the
give
other
me
side.
control fire so I can read exactly what it does?
Yes. Did it go? No. No, it go. It's a 1 cube at a time though, so it depends on how much time she has.
So I believe you can do it 3 times in like one quote unquote action. Is it? Is that what I'm reading right? To cast a spell multiple times, you may have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. Oh, okay. Maybe dismiss with an action.
So that's if it's like I'm trying to make this fire dance, and that fire dance. I can do that, but I can't do a 4th.
Yeah. And within range that fits within inside a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say
So it'd have
yes.
to be
You can
3 casts.
you can pick 3 things to interact with.
All right, I'm gonna pick the close by ones and make sure that I am behind this pillar right here.
Brilliant. So, as you do that, as you all take your actions to move and get yourselves out of the way of whatever could be happening,
Not me.
there's a moment of eerie silence, and all the fire on the avatar just shrinks and disappears. And then there is a raging inferno as all of that fire re-emerges from...
Cool.
Oh my god. From here. And blasts out just like that. So,
With
since
that
these 3
range?
braziers, that range.
Okay.
Since those 3 braziers had been extinguished, they do not spit out fire. Since they have been extinguished, the fire does not meet in the middle and balloon up and down through the church. In your actions, you have made it so that the fire hits nobody. So good job.
Huzzah!
You are up.
Hector.
So the golem's still alive. It's just raging and on fire.
The fire has been extinguished from itself. It has distributed the fire somewhere else. And I'm going to say you can move as much as you want for the point of this encounter, since it's quite a large sort of
Okay.
map and against one creature. So it's
Alright, so Hector
so
is
if
going to
you-
walk down this lane of this safe area that was created.
all right.
And he's going to get right up. Get a line of sight on this golem. And let's... This should be... Yep, this is enough range. Deciding between one of 2 spells real quick.
Of course.
Or just redirect the flames of a fireball. This guy did. So I can delete that, I guess.
I threw a brazier over, alright? I helped. I didn't run and cower. It was me and you. Mother and son saved the group from being cooked people.
I bet you
be
would be
honest, though, you-
delicious.
I was
You're
like,
a
you would have
bird.
smelled delicious.
Oh, you're the worst.
You know, it was just on fire, but this thing, it ain't right. So he's gonna cast Sacred Flame on it.
Oh god.
Sure. And since you're 5th level, what's... Oh yeah, the cards are all 2d8, sweet.
Yep.
I should do this deck save. Oh!
Ooh.
No, it gets fucking blasted. So tell us what happens. Tell us what you do.
So he stomps. He sort of, yeah. He'll stomp down. It's a brisk march down the aisle at the side of the church, past the spot that's not on fire. And when he sees the golem, he sort of calculates in his head, can I hit this with my sword, yes or no? Ultimately decides it wouldn't be the best idea, so he sheathes one of the swords and holds out his newly free hand. And he calls out, be smited by the fires of heaven! And then from under the golem, a rune manifests, and the fire bursts up beneath its feet.
Excellent. The sacred flame scorches it, and a very distinctly different scream emanates from the church. One that's pained, equally as pained as angered. And you feel its gaze, its ghostly gaze, lock with yours. The stone sword on the far side of the room is yanked back into it, and you see the carpets all dirtied and scorched, and with bright white fire sort of eating away at them, grip around the sword as if it was a knight holding its weapon. Since it's been shrunken down to size as well, it's actually about your size. It raises its sword up and rushes towards you. And will, as a reaction to your attack, close the distance, you make a melee attack.
It's a lot of dice.
Does a 6 hit?
Absolutely not.
Tell us how you parry the attack.
So he taunts the creature as it approaches it and says, yes, I accept your challenge. And then with something akin to a huzzah, at the same time that he swings his sword, parries the blow.
Excellent. That brings us back to Veraciel. You're up.
Alright, so Veraciel has already been sprinting down the pews, like hopping from pew to pew basically.
Yeah, that's fine.
To get at this thing when it starts going for Hector. So she veers off, coming up behind it. Let me find my character. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have a look here. Alright, I cast Searing Smite. Oh, hold on, that's not what that's meant to do. I don't know how I post it to chat.
It's been
It's in the
posted
chat.
in chat.
Oh, okay, cool. There we go. So Searing Smite. So basically, that should deal. Oh, don't roll that yet. So that's a concentration spell. The next time I hit it with an attack, it takes 2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
So I'm attacking as my action. I've got extra attacks, so I do 2 attacks now. I recklessly attack, so I have advantage, and I'm using my power attack, so it's -5 + 10.
Sure.
Does an 18 hit?
It does, yes.
So that's an extra 12 points of damage, plus 10, plus my rage, plus 2. So 23 points of damage on that hit. And it takes, as well as that 3, because it's a level 2 spell, takes 8 points of fire damage. So 23 plus 8 is 31.
Sure thing.
Alright, so let me have a look here. The attack deals an extra... Yep, okay. So then it's at the start of each of its turns, it needs to be making constitution saves. And then I'm going to attack again with my second attack.
Okay.
That's something I'm going to do.
Thaumaturgy.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
So that's 31 and then 25 points of damage.
25.
Yeah, so 58 total.
Cool. Cool. That's your turn?
And then, and then let me know when its turn starts.
Its turn starts now.
Okay, well, it has to rank a constitution save.
Oh,
It saves.
Well, it doesn't take that extra fire damage and the spell in. But,
Alright.
yeah. So yeah, basically just Horaciel came up behind it screaming, her, so angry her axe catches fire and just starts carving into it from behind. That's what she does.
He's not having a good time. So, as that happens, I am going to get... Let's just see... Okay. Check my note. So the observer among you may notice that the statues have been somewhat active during this. They haven't been doing too much, but at the far back of the room, there is a figure holding a cross. And that cross, as Horaciel attacks the avatar, has lit up. And after she is done digging into its wooden form, the avatar sort of left floundering between these two hulking armored forces of nature. The light infused cross makes a sudden sort of like that sort of like quarrel sort of sound. You hear like a sort of distorted version of that, like it's being played through a 1930s vinyl record player. And then a burst of light rolls through the center of the church. I'll get my handy drawing tool once more, as it will come out from a few places. Hang on, to actually zoom out far enough.
I'm also missing Eldritch Blast.
Alright, I'll add that. So, goes down like that. But, as it gets to where the golem is, another blast will emerge out. Encompassing that. And a third one we'll get to, as it gets to one of the sets of statues, right there. So anyone that has been caught in the blast, I will get you to make me a Dex saving throw once again.
That would be Hector and I mostly?
Yep, Hector, you, and Malky.
Me.
Okay. Can I see the source? Of that one?
So it seems like as the beam travels down the center of the church, it gets to where the what's it called? The golem is, and then it like explodes out towards the golem and away from the golem. And similarly, when it gets down to the bottom, and as it flies between those two statues that have their arms outstretched, like in the gap between their arms, the energy will also flow out from the middle of the room towards that.
Okay, it's just one of my features if I have advantage on deck saves against things like this that I can see. I'm assuming I can.
Yeah, I'll say you can see it.
Okay,
That's
15.
better.
All right. So I'll get to do this then. Cool. So, Hector does not pass the save, meaning that he will take the full 15 damage. Malkeys does pass the save, meaning he takes half damage of 6. And Varaciel does pass the save, just taking half damage of 14, so 7.
Is that fire damage?
Now we get into that part right now. I need you to all roll a d6 for me.
So I'm trying to figure out how do I just roll the dice?
/ roll space 1d6.
The little typing area. Yeah, you got it.
All right. Ro, you take psychic damage. Aaron, you take bludgeoning damage. And Chris, you take lightning damage.
Hey, Castus, want to try it?
No.
But I have resistance to that type of damage.
This is either type, so yeah.
Alright, what's
Take
it,
your
14?
psychic damage and like it.
Sorry?
14 points? Alright.
Jesus.
Half that.
Yeah,
As
you,
you said,
you,
save, save.
you and I took half because we passed. So a beam of light shoots out from the statue, and Malky's like takes a he's like, oh, somebody just punched me in the side. The fuck is going on?
Claude, you're up.
Okay. So, healing word is a bonus action. So can I use it twice?
No.
Alright, you have a bonus action slot that you use it in.
Okay. Well, I would like. Wait, where's the boss?
I deleted my mistake. Whoopsies.
We win!
I would like to wipe the party with sword burst. It doesn't matter. I want to send my homunculus to the source of that light damage up north and use sword burst. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. Hang on, just... What the fuck happened to the... Hold on.
Okay, there's sword burst. And then my bonus action, I would like to
You're back.
heal Hector with healing word.
Sure thing.
So he gets 5 HP?
Yes!
Okay.
Don't expect him to thank you. He's probably going to say his god thinks there's something.
He didn't even notice because his wounds were so minor already.
Oh,
15
okay.
twice? Now you took the least damage out of everyone.
Converting sorcery points.
Mm-hmm.
If I convert my meta magic into spell slots, how'd that work?
You convert your meta magic into spell slots.
Yes, but like if I want to specifically get back a level 3 and I only have 2 points, does that work or no?
Actually, not sure. I think
I'm not sure of the conversion rate, if you will.
Back, sorry, what's going on?
Figuring out the conversion rate of sorcery points to spell slots.
It should be described in the, So are you trying to figure out how to buy a spell slot?
Yes.
It's like, do you get what levels of the spell slot do you get back?
It doesn't say in the
Oh wait,
commands.
no, sorcerers don't have level spell slots. You just pick what spell to cast at what level. I'm pretty sure.
No, sorcerers have spell slots, but they also
Yeah,
have sorcery
warlocks
points.
don't have.
Oh, it's
Okay,
warlocks,
so
okay.
what level spell slot are you hoping to create? Because you create a first level spell slot with a second level with 2 sorcery points, or a second level with 3.
Oh, that's gross. Okay.
You can also here's the thing though. So if you're trying to create like a second level spell slot, how many sorcery points do you have?
2.
Okay, well you can turn a first level slot into a sorcery point at a conversion rate of 1 to 1.
Okay.
So you could burn a first level spell slot to get 3 sorcery points, then spend them to get a second level spell slot back, and then you can cast a second level spell.
That seems cheap.
Wait, so can I do that?
No.
No.
No,
It's
only
a
Michelle
sorcerer
can.
thing.
Oh, I was like, wait, you're telling me I could have got like heat metal back? Or something. Enlarge, reduce. This boss is too easy. Let's make him double.
Okay.
To be fair, I think he gets a save to try and break the enlarge reduce every turn.
Does he?
Pretty sure.
I'll be honest, I've been forgetting to do that, so...
That's
Oh,
fine.
well, there's
Alright.
another. Oh, yeah.
Also, Anton, I think you skipped my turn.
I did. It's your turn now, then.
It's fine.
My bad.
Oh, you're good.
Did sword burst do anything to the
Oh, no.
statues up there?
Oh, wait. Hang on.
It doesn't get a concentration saving throw. It just maintains it until concentration is broken or the spell ends.
Yep. So, where did you do it again, sorry? At the altar at the
Up
top?
north, where the beam came from? The
Cool.
statue with the cross?
So yeah, you use it on the statue with the cross, and the statue gets like cut up and bits, it's sort of carved out of it and chunked. It does nothing immediate happens, but you can't tell if you have successfully disarmed it or if it's just stopped. Like
Okay.
maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. There's no immediate way to tell.
And then he
I will
heals
take note.
Hector.
Yeah. Melkir, you're up.
Yeah, taking, note of that. I mean, I would have noticed that it came from the statues, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know about the inscriptions, the runes on the statues.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to make my way over here.
Yep.
Take my short sword out and try to deface the runes at the base.
Sure. Okay. Good. I'm not going to get a roll for that. That's nice and easy. You can do that quite simply.
I was going to say, I imagine it's 1 for 1, right? I can only make to one statue to deface it in 1 turn.
How much movement speed do you have? That's going to be the deciding factor.
35 feet.
Okay. And how many feet did you move to get there?
10.
Cool. Well, that means you've got another 25 feet worth of defacing left to do.
In that case, I'll I'll just I'll come up here and deface this one also.
Cool. As you're defacing it, legendary action kicks in.
Okay.
The golem, as it's trying to fence off Horacio and Hector, the fabric wraps around, whips the sword out, and just basically yeets it from where it is to try and hit you. So it's going to do a ranged attack that will use the same stats as the sword swipe attack.
Schwang.
I have a question about bonus actions real quick. If I don't use them, can I use them like could I use that now?
No,
No.
can't be out of
okay.
can't be out of sequence.
Sad face, I can't put a shield on you. Sorry, I'm a white mage now.
It's okay.
All right. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So the stone sword flies out, impacts the pillar, shattering the pillar and going slightly off target, but the blade still impacts you, dealing 12 points of slashing damage.
I would actually like to interject. It is reduced. It does 1d4 points less.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Look, he can't die,
Isn't
Ro. I
competitive.
have spare the dying.
You need to touch someone who can't spare the dying. And you're
I know,
on the
I
battlefield
need to
from
be dying for you to spare the dying, so...
I know, let him die. I want to use it. I want to run over and slap him. Get him!
Natvari, you're up.
Hello, it is I, Natvari. I am going to check distance on the thing really quick. Nope.
Yeah, he's all the way over there, though. I would really have to run across.
Okay, so from where I
65 feet.
I would
So
like
if he hits
to-
0 hit points, you can cast Healing Word. And it's got a 30-foot range.
I would rather spare the dying.
No, you'd rather cast Healing Word because it not only spares the dying, but gets him back on his feet.
I would like.
He just wants to slap me. That's what he's.
I
his
want
whole...
to slap him on the butt like a newborn. Stop crying, and he slaps him. Plus, I picked this cantrip. I want to use it, Mom.
You said that we're ignoring running distance?
Yeah, for the time being. Unless I arbitrarily decide otherwise, like with Cassius being like, that's how much movement speed you have to face things.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, if it's okay, fucking
Was
run
my-
around this pillar and run up, like, here.
Because my thinking is like, you're not going to be sitting there doing nothing while other people are doing their turn, so you can use that time to move around as well.
Okay.
So it's like, as you're moving, Veracio and Hector is keeping the creature, or the avatar, sort of engaged.
Really? Is it that big? Do I want to do that? Maybe I don't want to do that. Yeah, fuck it. I already ran up here. But I'm gonna step back a little bit. Am I gonna step back? No, I'm gonna stay here. Okay.
I'm gonna step back. Am I gonna step back? Almost step
No.
back.
No. I'm just gonna like up there and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on as many of these statues as I can land it on. Which is, my goal is to be like these 3.
Sure, okay. Well, they can't make a dex save because they're statues, so
Yeah.
you can see that they've also been defaced by Billy's
Sword?
blast.
Some...
Yeah.
Oh,
My
you
Contra
already
6.
did something to these on these?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one with the cross. I'll just
Oh.
put myself up there because I
No,
have a
it's-
construct. No? Okay.
It's fine.
Well,
just-
if you, so specifically the one with the cross only?
Yeah. Swordburst. Well, Swordburst has a 5-foot range.
Yeah, but that's just
So
one square.
whatever is 5 feet around the one with the cross.
That's fine. I'll still have hit this too, and I guess that guy as well.
I mean, he just blindly did it, so maybe he
That's fine.
didn't do what he's supposed to do. I don't know.
Yeah, get these 3 theoretically. And yeah, I guess they don't save. It says 6 fire damage. Is that really it? I guess it would be 11. Wait, how many? Hold on. Let's look at this.
3d6 fire damage.
Oh, that's 2 1s, so I'm actually gonna reroll 2 of those. So that's a 4, 5, 9, and 2d6. Go. 17 damage to all of them.
Cool. Describe how the burst of fire, like, what does it do to this? What do you say it does to the statues?
What I say, okay. They have all runes around their feet as well, or?
Yes.
Okay, so very specifically, she's sort of aiming for the runes to damage the stone that's around there. So they get all blackened, and hopefully, like, the force of the fire chunks them out of place and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them up!
Cool. So, as the fire rolls over the statues themselves sort of stand still and steady for a moment, but then you hear this loud, like, cracking sound as the plinth they're on start to fracture. along the lines of the runes that have been scratched into it.
Cool.
The one in the middle, notice it doesn't make a fracturing sound, but you can assume, taking a glance at it, it's because the runes have already been broken.
Okay.
Alright. We now have one more legendary action. Ro and Hector. Both of you are going to make con saves. So, you feel the air pulled in past you and sucked into the entity before it gets re-emerges as a dull sort of green gas that rolls over you and over Veraciel. Veraciel manages to hold her breath and keep the gas out. Hector, on the other hand, not quite so lucky. Get some of that good old ye olde time COVID into his nose.
Yeah,
You
so here's
also
the thing.
notice.
You
Sorry.
can't inhale gas if you're screaming.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can when you have to take a breath to scream more.
You underestimate her screaming powers.
Listen, as a fellow warrior in real life, I know every once in a while you gotta to keep going.
Now you also notice the same sort of green gas emanating out of this bowl over here, like wafting out like dry ice, like the effects of dry ice, and like falling over the side, billowing around and slowly encompassing the side of the this church as it gets larger. Oh my god, larger and larger. Nothing happens on the other side though. The statue is silent. So
Malkeith gives himself a little.
Hector, you take 13 points of poison damage, and you'll make a con save on your turn again, which is now. You're up. Make a con save.
Yeah.
All right. The poison effect, you manage to resist it, either like getting what little was in your system coughed out, or maybe your holy righteousness purges it from your body. Either way,
The answer is
You're up.
both. Both of those things happen. The first one, and then he thinks it's the second. Um,
you're up.
So, to clarify again, when I attack with both weapons, is it just one attack?
No, it's 2 attacks. Roll
Okay.
twice.
So he is going to attack with both of his swords.
Sure. They both hit. So roll damage.
And then, well, he's going to use Divine Smite. So he expends 1 spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target, in addition to the weapon's damage. Okay. So I roll damage first.
Yeah, boy.
Where the
It's 2d8 by default, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not rolling. 2.
Hang on.
No, your swords are 1d8 plus your strength 8.
Right, but Divine Smite is 2d8, I think, for burning a first level spell, and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
add a
Sorry,
d8
those-
for each spell, each
Yeah,
spell level.
Yeah, these are the attack rolls, and then I'm doing my Divine Smites now.
So that's in the other section at the bottom of your actions. You can click that one, and then you can pick either a first level or second level spell slot.
We can talk about that later. I have no idea what you just said.
do you want to do big damage or bigger damage?
Well, he's doing one with. Do both hit?
Yeah.
Both hit, and it's gonna
Yes,
be.
they
It's
both
gonna
hit.
be. Yeah, so he's gonna do 1 with each.
Cool.
And then is this an undead or a fiend?
No, it's neither.
Okay.
Oh, technically no. Technically it is an undead. Yes.
Oh wait, I have 4 slots.
You have 4 first level slots and 2 second level slots. So second level will deal more damage, basically. But you've got
Oh,
less of them.
I'm okay. Then I'm doing 2 second levels.
Alright. Fucking Bosja blast this cunt.
That's 1.
I'm doing the dance of your people, Vash.
All right, so that is
It's a lot of damage.
it's a lot of damage. That's 18.
It's 54
31.
damage.
Oh my god, sure is.
Describe how you kill him.
So it's a big golem, right?
It's
No,
been
it's
shrunken to
pure
down to size
size.
due to the.
Okay, so it's like a statue of a golem. Okay.
Yeah, it's man size.
So the first sword comes in, and he stabs the thing, sort of like in its solar plexus, right?
Right.
And the first sword erupts with the divine smite, but it doesn't quite take it down. So what he does is he flips the other sword over in his hand, so he's grabbing the blade, and then he hits the first sword with the hilt of the other, like a hammer
my
to a nail, and channels his divine smite in that.
Oh
and
my god.
the power from it, right? The impact just shatters the top half of the golem. And he
Brilliant.
screams. Because he's still coughing from the gas.
I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't make it out.
So, Horacio, you see as the sword like smacked into the golem, and then the coughing and spluttering as the second sword comes and smacks down. There is a bright light and a shrill sort of piercing sound that kind of just passes through you, no better choice of words, as the top half of the amalgamated wooden cloth just slides neatly off, and then the entire golem just collapses onto the ground. The church is silent. The statues fall dead. The torches, the braziers rather, that hadn't already been put out, now go out permanently.
I have a question real quick.
And
Now that we
Bash has a
killed
question.
it, would that break my enhance reduce so they would all of a sudden just blow up to real
And
size?
then suddenly everything just like hops. You know how like in Skyrim, how like you open a shop and if you've got your frame rate too high, all the physics goes fucking nuts and everything just flies
fall.
around the place? That happens. All the bits of wood and debris just go boom, fucking blast around.
Ugh.
And
Now
that...
they have to make deck saving.
No, I'm not going to get them to make deck saving throws, though that would be funny.
Oh my god. To not get crushed by debris.
Just get hit by a pew. Wrapped up in
And-
some carpet.
And that is that. Combat done. I think we've
Hey,
gone
good
for a while. So it might be
guys.
good to
Wait.
support.
Can I run? Can I run and spare this dying? Can I save it? Can I save the wooden pews?
No.
You can try to cast Save the Dying if you want.
I did it. Boom.
They are inanimate objects and do not have any dying to save.
Hey, remember how you were trying to get away from your bullshit character?
No, I want to question him. It just puts him in a stable condition. It's a ghost. We can question the ghost.
You can't spare ghosts.
Man,
It is already dead.
I wanted to question the ghost.
Also, like, because Stefan dropped him to 0 hit points and it's an NPC, Stefan can choose to kill him instantly instead of knocking him unconscious, in which case spare the dying wouldn't work.
Man, I'm gonna
Kill
go
it
back over
instantly,
here
of
and not.
course.
No, you don't heal. I have to
could
heal
do
you.
nothing less.
But yeah, that's that. I'm keen to call it there.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Good.
Thank
stuff.
you for running the game today.
No worries.
No worries.
The Nicolas Cage priest died.
Killed her.
My sister has given me the best gift I've ever received in my life.
What gift is that?
You killed Nicolas Cage for me.
Any time? That was fun, though. Now that I've changed sub-race and subclass, I think I'm enjoying this a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my new class.
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
damage did you do? Like 48 or something? Something big.
It's both did upwards, like you fucking
45.
Stefan and Michelle did like between 45 and 55 damage each.
How much HP does Hector have right now?
21.
Oh, why did I heal you then? I should have healed the other people. I thought that you would be dead. I was like,
No, he has 44 max HP.
He
I
also
thought I
has
saved you.
19 armor class.
Jesus.
Man.
It's because his armor
Wasted.
is fused to his body. Doesn't come off.
He is
True.
his armor.
It's so stinky.
He's my homunculus.
He's a very stinky boy.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
He
Look
stinks
through,
of righteousness.
just look through your spells, Stefan. Holy shit, some of these are cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Speaking
forward
of
to
spells,
to Find Steed summoning a Mastiff.
could you give me an Eldritch Blast back too, please? Especially now that I'm level 5.
Oh, can you have Eldritch Blast as a
I
not?
can. I took
warlock?
something that gives me extra spell.
Also, we gotta make a little piece mag. That's the homunculus. So I can move it around.
There you go, Eldritch Blast been added.
Are we still streaming?
Yes. We didn't say goodbye yet.
I turned the music off, which means it's now time to say goodbye.
Time to say goodbye.
Goodbye, fellas. We've been +1 shot. Sorry, Michelle. Jeez.
That wasn't a real reaction.
Aggressive one-shots.
Yeah. Alright, awesome. Thanks everybody. See you in 2 weeks. What is 2 weeks from now?
Goodbye.
See you tomorrow, right?
No.
Okay.
Last week was Greek game, so in 2
I
weeks
don't remember.
also. Oh, whatever.
Time is
Whatever.
weird.
We'll be back with games and stuff, and we're planning new ones. So there, neener. Bye bye.